I'm Greg Miller, and you're listening to Rabbit Hole Media. It kind of sounds gross, but I don't think it is.
The Rabbit Hole Show.
Rude.
Hello, Happy New Year, and welcome to The Rabbit Hole Show, Episode 2, your monthly show, where we do whatever the fuck we fancy, be it trying food, comparing things, building Lego, or discussing shit that we find cool. I am one of your hosts, Kristian Lasham, and as always and as usual, I am joined by Jack Netley Thompson.
It is telling of me that as soon as you said comparing things, I went to toilet humour. Or should I say penis humour?
Okay, I was going to say, why are we comparing toilets?
Dicks. Measuring dicks. Anyway, moving on. Hello.
And joining us as well this month, we have Asa Harding.
Hello.
Who made how did you do that?
I've ruined it.
Excellent.
I'll put it on silent now.
Excellent! As it is a new year and indeed a new decade, this is this an inaugural episode? I don't know if it's inaugural.
Inaugural means first. Does it?
Wouldn't that be a debut episode?
I was going to say our inaugural best of, but no, we've done a best of already. Annual,
yeah, that
let's
was
say
a year ago now.
Annual best of.
You could say inaugural best of this decade.
Hey,
You know
see?
that?
That's why we pay
Marking
him
the
the big
beginning
bucks.
of an institution, activity, or period of office.
I mean, that sounds far more official than Rabbit Hole will ever be able to live up to.
An inaugural speech, especially one made by an incoming US president.
Is this
I mean, I don't think that qualifies for what we're doing.
No, so this is our annual best of show where we discuss the best of the year, and in this case, the best of the decade.
Which I am going to be making up.
Oh, yeah. There's going to be some...
I'm going to... One of mine is going to be made up on the spot, so don't at me. It might be bullshit.
That might be a good thing, though, because it allows us to converse and compare.
It does. I feel some of ours are going to be the same.
I think so.
I am still talking about penis.
Yeah, I think you and I are going to have a fairly
similar year.
A fairly lengthy crossover.
I might just throw out some curveballs just to irritate you both.
I mean,
Also,
it's easily done.
I have all of the flu, so regularly I'm going to pause to expel the contents of my lungs with my lungs with velocity.
I mean, there are people in prison for that.
Yes. We discussed some of those earlier. How are your hot chocolates?
Pretty good.
Pretty damn good.
I really like that machine. Can we have bought
It's a good machine. It's
really
really
cool.
cool. It has improved average chocolate to a slightly above average.
Admittedly, like it's not better than what you're going to get at like a proper coffee house type thing.
To be fair,
or a fine hot chocolate establishment.
in the same way of pizza, I sometimes prefer. Like sometimes you're thinking, do I want pizza? Yes. Do I want Domino's? No.
No. Yeah.
I
mean, I rarely want Domino's.
No, to be fair, I'd rather have like Papa John's.
Yeah, Domino's is.
But do I want Papa John's? No. I want Chicago Town.
They're pretty good. Those big ones you can get in Sainsbury's, those massive ones. And I'm not talking about pizza.
I was going to say, are we back to comparing dick sizes again?
Yep.
Always.
How do you guys want to do this?
Which ones do you actually know the answers to first? Should we go
Pretty much all
ones?
of them. It's
movie
of the decade I don't know the answer to.
I reckon we do the years first and we'll go around do the decades afterwards.
Yes.
So we do like movie, TV show, game. Should we do honourable mentions at the time we're talking about them, or should we loop back round for honourable mentions?
I think they should be first. You always say the honourable mentions first.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. So in which case, because this is the hard one, I don't have an honourable mention I've decided. Like, there's one category I don't have an honourable mention for as of yet.
Which is?
Movies.
Of the year? See, I do.
See, I'm finding it hard.
I think, because of out of the films I've watched, not that many have been overly spectacular this year. There have been some like, that was really cool. My honourable mention is controversial.
Okay.
That gives it away immediately. But
does it?
Yeah, I don't know. Unless you're going to... I don't know.
Oh, right.
Aladdin? Cats. It's cats. It's cats.
It's Lion
No, it's
King.
not that controversial.
Star Wars.
Yes. My honourable mention.
That was a R2D2 impression. For
My
those who don't know.
honourable mention is Rise of
Didn't realise
Skywalker
you're C-3PO.
for film of the year.
I am. A metal penis. See, I was considering Rise of Skywalker as an honourable mention. But I've only seen it once.
I've seen it twice now.
Okay, so I've only seen it once. And although I have like...
What?
Nothing. I enjoy it, so I'm.
We'll get
Well,
to
he thinks it's
your
worse
input
than
in
the
a
prequel,
minute.
so his opinion is irrelevant.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely irrelevant. But we'll get to your irrelevant opinion shortly. My thought process is, although in my head I'm like, yeah, I really enjoyed that, and it probably will, because I think that it's obvious what the best one is going to be.
Yes.
So clearly not going to be as good as that.
Lion King.
But I'm not sure.
Eat ass.
I'm not sure if it's just like I am still just in the euphoria of it was Star Wars, because I like Star Wars. So anything you put a Star Wars skin on, I'm briefly going to be excited by that. So I don't know if I'm just still in that bit, and if I watch it a second time, I might go, or I might go, yeah, that's definitely there.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
So that's why I'm not sure.
That. So I was like that with ever so mild spoilers for Rise of the Skywalker. The sheer amount of fucking C-3PO.
Yeah.
The second time watching it, I was like, right, okay, fuck off now. Shut up. Go away. Why did you let Anthony Daniels do this?
Here is a bit of trivia for you.
He moaned.
No, that wasn't what I was going to say. Yeah, you know Babu Freak,
Yeah.
voiced by Moaning Myrtle. Yeah.
Yes.
Who's Babu Freak?
The
Babu Frick is the little guy.
the little puppet.
Oh, Babu!
Babu Frick.
He is my longest, or is it my oldest friend?
He is my oldest friend.
Did not know
See,
that.
that's the annoying thing, though. C-3PO did have a couple of zingers.
Yeah.
But it was like telling 92 jokes and getting 3 right.
Yeah.
The second time, that was great.
A little bit like watching Jimmy Carr live.
Nah, Jimmy Carr was great.
Yeah, Jimmy Carr's good.
It's just the first comedian I could think of.
No, right. No. We went to see Jimmy Carr live. It was fucking great.
I would probably thoroughly enjoy it, to be fair. Yeah, so that's my thought on Rise of Skywalker. I would have put it as an honourable mention. I don't know. But then as I was thinking about it more, I was like, I don't know if there is anything else that I've enjoyed that much this year. Like, I really liked Far From Home. But again, I've only seen it the once. And all I remember thinking from Far From Home was, it wasn't as good as Endgame. And I really liked Captain Marvel.
Do you know what? I've just remembered Far From Home was this year. Far From Home is my honourable because it is better than
Wait,
Rise
see,
of
that's where I was
Skywalker.
sitting. That's exactly kind of where I was sitting.
I forgot that was this year, despite the fact that I've just got it on the old...
See, I haven't. I have just watched Spider-Verse, which
Mate, that was this year.
which I considered, and then 2 things held me back. First of all, it's not this year. Second of all, you're going to hate me for this. I don't know if it's as good as the hype.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
I don't know. I thought that was awesome.
So your opinion is now invalid as well.
It was
There's
awesome.
a lot of infidelity
It
going
was
on here.
awesome. I really enjoyed it, but for me, it was.
Invalidity, rather.
I've seen it once. Cool. I don't feel like an urge to see it again. I was just like, that was really good. Enjoyed that. Next. But again, that might be just the timing of when I've seen it more than anything, I guess, perhaps.
Well, you have seen it over a year after it came out.
Yeah.
It's had a lot of time to build up hype. I believe it is an Oscar-winning movie now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it looked cool.
Oh my god, the animation.
Also,
is-
interestingly, it's in 12 frames per second.
some of it is. Most
Well,
of it isn't.
Yes. But I
Only
just
one
find that-
particular. It isn't. Miles is. That's literally.
Yeah, well, it's like, there's bits of it which are done, like, they're on, it's like, it is 24 frames per second, but it's what they call a 2-shot. So you have 2 frames
Well, yeah.
instead of 1,
It's
which makes
because
it 12.
Miles
Yeah.
is in 12
Yeah.
until the end.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's in
so
24.
confused.
Basically, to make him look clumsier and not as good, he is moving at half the frame rate of everything else.
Ah, okay.
So until he puts on the black suit
Yeah.
and joins in, then
Yeah.
he's moving at the same speed, which was a fucking subtle way. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mean that as a a complaint, like just as a statement. I thought it was very because I was
No, it's
watching it
really
thinking
cool.
like frame rate looks weird, and I was like, maybe they've just deliberately done it slower. I was like, there's only like bits of it. Some of it looks super smooth, so I just googled it, and
yeah,
I found that a really interesting,
every
cool way of
character
doing
has a
things.
completely different animation style.
Yeah, very very different look, and that's really cool.
Like,
Spider-Ham is the one that stands out the most to me as looking the most different.
yeah, that's because he's straight Looney Tunes drawings.
Yeah,
Where obviously one in Machine, can't remember her name,
yes,
is anime, straight up
Yeah.
anime style. Miles is Gwen is more like line work and dot work and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and then it's fucking cool. However, not this year.
No, yeah.
We should move on.
Not yet. So, what was your thoughts with Skywalker?
Wasn't the biggest fan of it. I enjoyed the lightsaber
Oh,
battles.
just opened itself.
Yes, it did.
It had many lightsaber battles, and I enjoyed that.
Because this window's open.
But yeah, apart from that, I was like, it was very predictable. I didn't like that about it.
Predictable. It was predictable, actually. Yeah, it was.
To be fair, do you know what else is predictable? Star Wars Episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think I just got bored of it now. I think maybe that's what it is.
So
I think that's a
obviously-
fair takeaway, though. Like being bored of Star Wars, I get that.
Yeah, bored of predictable.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. People are allowed to not like this movie. It's just put good reasons forward, and not everything that applies to every Star Wars movie. Just like I retweeted it earlier because someone finally pointed it out. People are complaining like, "Oh, we should have had a trilogy that was planned from the start, like the originals." No, these characters wouldn't have been incest if it was planned from the
the
goddamn
originals was
start.
not planned from the start, quite famously.
Yeah,
Like, they were not
It was
planned.
quite famously fucked.
Yeah, they were not planned from the start at all. Like they changed the plot of the first one whilst editing it. So,
Yeah.
like,
Darth Vader is only Luke's father because people thought he was a robot.
Yeah.
That's literally the only reason.
yeah. Same as the only reason that Luke and Leia end up being brother and sister is an excuse to give Han the girl.
Yep.
Because the original plan was to have Luke and Leia as the couple up, and then everyone liked Han Solo more, and they went, "Oh, we should give her the girl. People want him to get the girl. What are we going to do? Well, George, what are we going to do about all this foreshadowing we've been doing about Luke and Leia? We'll just make them brother and sister. It'll be fine."
And the best acting is in the sequel trilogy. Easily.
Oh yeah, I think
Even from the original trilogy cast. it's
Adam
better in the
Driver is the best actor they've had in all of Star Wars. I think he's
Agreed.
fantastic.
Agreed.
Anakin was pretty good.
But like Ewan McGregor's a fantastic
I can't-
actor, but he was shit in Star Wars. Let's be honest.
Yes, but I still blame the writing more than them.
Oh, 100%.
Like it's not
100%.
not
It's
the
the
actor's
writing
fault.
and the directing.
Yeah, but I think Adam Driver's performance in these three films is so good, and in this one, like
and Daisy Ridley.
just little bits, just the way his character changes so much at the end once he's gone good, and subtle things, his mannerisms have changed.
He literally
and-
changed character on screen in front of everyone with just his face.
Yeah, not even saying anything, just expressions and yeah, fucking great.
But I think even Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, and Carrie Fisher were better in these three
Yes.
films.
Absolutely.
Can I just say, Mark Hamill in the original trilogy was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Awful.
Especially in the first one.
Yeah, just the worst.
I was going to Tashi Station to get some power converters.
Exactly. But it was really good in these. Last Jedi, obviously, 'cause it wasn't in the others.
I felt like it lacked pod racing though.
Now this is pod racing!
For some reason, when I was watching Rise of Skywalker, there was multiple moments where I was scared some cunt was going to pop up and say that. There's just a few like chase sequences of things. I was half expecting someone to go, "Now this is part," and
I do think...
would have left.
Oh no, we're not going into spoilers, so I'm not going to say that sentence.
I mean, we spoiled it already a bit.
Have we? Oh yeah, we kind of.
Yeah.
All right, official spoilers for Rise of Skywalker. Do it instead of the voices.
Yes.
Got like a
Would have been cool to see them.
semicircle of like Force ghosts or something.
Kind of like Harry Potter.
Yeah, but done better. Mm-hmm. And everything.
Oh,
about
that's
Harry
what I
Potter.
wanted. I wanted like all of them though.
Yeah, to show up.
It would have been cool to see them all. Yeah.
Some of them don't have live action counterparts, so that would have been quite interesting.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why that would have been cool, is to see that.
Because we haven't seen Ahsoka live action. We haven't seen any of the others that I don't know the names of live action. I'm sure Dom would know the names. But
So anyway, your honourable mention. We know it's not Star Wars.
I think mine would have to be.
you thought this through.
Yeah, it was a toss up. It was. I think I'm gonna go with Shazam. That's mine.
To be fair, that didn't even pop into my head. Shazam's really fucking good.
Yeah.
Didn't even see it.
It's really good.
Really good.
I don't doubt it. Just haven't seen it.
Hilarious. Like me, like when we watched it at cinema, I was literally crying. Like old man slapping my leg. Like it was that funny.
Right.
Yeah.
I think he means that he was being an old man slapping his leg.
Got it.
Not there was an old
Got
man
it.
slapping his
Yeah,
leg.
that's
Oh, yeah.
what I took from it. I was like, don't know if I get that analogy.
Shazam's really
So
good.
Shazam is an honourable mention. So that's 2 for Rise of Skywalker, maybe. Because
I've changed mine. Far From Home. Because Far From Home is fucking sick.
Well, mine was a toss-up between Far From Home and Rise of Skywalker. I can't quite decide.
Yeah, I've changed mine. Definitely Far From Home, because Far From Home is, fight me, the best Spider-Man movie we've had ever. So many subtle things. When they're all arriving in Italy, so the very first they're on holiday scene, which walking out of the airport, Jake Gyllenhaal walks past and stares at him.
All right, okay.
But no one fucking noticed. People have since obviously taken screenshots of he's just walking out and there's Jake Gyllenhaal in a cap and a Hawaiian shirt, just like, I know who you are, boy. I was like,
yeah, I'd like to see that again.
Like that. Little things like that, and I love it.
Well, I watched Casino Royale.
Not even this decade, mate.
No, just saying, I watched that recently, and there's a lot of that set in Venice, which reminded me that Far From Home existed in a way, because
I haven't rewatched it, but I will at some point.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And when that came out, and then the whole fucking Spider-Man's not in the MCU anymore. I was about to, like what I did, lose my shit.
We did, yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of shouting on this show.
Fucking shit. There was a lot of shouting, yeah. There was a lot of shouting on this channel, because I was like, sort your shit out. They heard me.
Did they?
Tom might have.
Someone listened. Yeah, he watches. Big fan of the show. I said local,
not watches.
Movie of the year?
Endgame, obviously.
Lion King. No, I'm joking. Endgame. I didn't even like
Endgame.
No, the new Lion King was shit.
Yeah, it was shit, yeah. Endgame all day long.
Yeah.
Didn't have to think about it.
No, I didn't have to think about it either. It was a case of,
that was the
movie of the Endgame.
That was the easiest one.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's... I mean, it was a good movie, but I don't know how much of it is just because we're nerds.
Yeah,
but it was a good movie.
It probably is a lot of that.
It's a lot of that, but also, even if you're not nerds and you just watch these movies, there's so much payoff.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yes.
And not even like cheesy payoff that you get in like, okay, yeah, Star Wars, much as I like it, or the forced bullshit you get from DC movies. Where it's like, oh yeah, this happened.
Martha.
Did it? Oh yeah. Martha. Fuck right. Oh.
What?
Batman vs Superman.
I've not seen that.
Their fight was ended because both their mums are called Martha. That's literally why they became friends and stopped fighting.
Well, they became friends. Was it like in Step Brothers?
It was literally, I'm about to stab you in the face with a kryptonite spear. Save Martha!
Who's Martha?
Let's fuck!
So yeah, just like Step Brothers. Did we just become best friends?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Endgame then, yeah, all day long.
Endgame.
Really fucking
just good. I mean, even if they released one scene of that movie and it was just Cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
best
God.
movie ever.
So
Everyone lost their... Because I went to
so
the mid...
good.
Did you come with us?
Yeah, I was with you.
Yeah. We all lost our
we did,
fucking minds during that last hour.
Like, grabbed each other.
During the last hour, it was constant just...
Ugly crying.
And I've watched it so many times, and you notice, obviously, because there's so many fucking people in the end battle.
That whole end sequence and the fucking on your left and the portals and Avengers Assemble, so much fucking
payoff.
Good payoff. Yeah.
And a couple of forced moments. Force being...
Oh, yeah. I still don't have... I have a single problem with that.
I don't have a problem with it. The way it was done was a bit forced, but I don't have a problem with it. Because if you actually watch it, they were nowhere near each other until it happened. It was it could have been done better.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not even sure which bit you're talking about.
When all the women come together.
Oh, yeah.
She's not alone. Also, she could beat you all in a fight in a half a second.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she did. They were spread out and then she just cannoned through them.
They do nothing.
Yeah, good point.
They tear shit up and kill a lot of the things, but it doesn't help her at all because she just goes into light bulb mode and flies through them all. Why didn't you do that in the first place? But anyway, if that became a movie, that would be fucking cool. It'd be a cool movie. I'd watch the shit out of that, but that's because, to be honest, I'd watch a movie about a man on a sofa if Marvel made it.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see the announcement that they're making Deadpool 3?
Yes.
Ryan Reynolds and Marvel are making Deadpool 3 at the
Yeah.
moment.
What the fuck is that new film he's got coming out?
Free Guy?
Yeah.
It looks
Or
so
what do we
good.
call it? Rogue NPC the movie? Is that
Rogue NPC, the movie, yeah.
I've not heard
God, that
about
looks
this one.
Oh, you need to watch the trailer. It's
It
so,
looks really,
looks so
really
good. So good.
Before we move on,
Mm.
this is the Rabbit Hole Show. Don't forget.
Have we not done that?
No,
yet?
don't forget. You can like us by I don't know. What's the fucking thing? What's the fucking thing? What's the thing? You can like us on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at rabbithole_UK. You can subscribe to us on YouTube, where you can see us anytime you wish. You can follow us on Twitch at Rabbit Hole Media, and you can subscribe and follow multiple different podcast services on and around the internet.
Indeed.
Has he ever said Tweeter by accident?
He says many things by accident.
Yep. And if you like what we're doing, head over to merch.rabbitholemedia.co.uk, where you can buy a wide-ish range of merchandise. It will only get wider, all of which supports us here at the channel. Been off for 2 weeks over Christmas, and it's fucked me.
It hasn't even been 2 weeks,
No.
mate. It's been a week.
To be fair, I didn't do the rigmarole on the last show we did.
No, you didn't. I did.
Yeah.
Well, ish.
So the point
I said
is,
words.
It's fucked me. It's fucked me. TV shows, boys.
TV show of the
the
year.
year.
Honourable mention, should we say?
Yeah. Now, the honorable. I haven't watched many shows this year. I could only think of 2 I've watched this year that are from this year.
It doesn't matter if they started this year, as long as a season came out this
In general, I don't think I've watched anything. I've only watched 2 shows I think are from this year.
I think I know what they are.
Yeah, I think I know at least one of them are.
But which is why my honourable mention is The Witcher.
I really enjoyed The Witcher.
Well, it's mainly. Here's the interesting thing. I don't know if I liked it or not.
It has problems.
I have. So we watched the last episode about an hour before you got here. I don't know what the fuck happens in that.
The last episode, I think, is the worst episode.
Yeah.
It's just the whole thing is so confusing. Like the plot seems to. There seems to be timelines jumping back and forth.
There is.
Yeah.
That's really easy to follow once you know what's going on.
Once you know what's going on, I just feel like it wasn't presented well initially. So like. I think
No,
it's-
it wasn't. It
There's
wasn't.
there's an episode. I think it's episode 4,
Yeah.
where
That's you're-
suddenly it's a different. And I was just like,
Yeah.
like the Queen comes back, and literally Camilla just went. Hang
There
on,
is
wait,
no
she-
indication-
She dead. I'm confused. I'm so confused.
I was really confused as well.
Yeah.
I think I messaged you just like, I'm suddenly really confused.
I had to pause and I was just like, what the fuck
I was-
was
I
that?
was-
There was no indication.
I was
it wasn't all
constantly-
linear.
Yeah, I was constantly lost on the plot, which is the one thing that sort of made me go. I don't know
Once
how much
I
I liked
figured it out, I could follow along.
So
Because I know.
don't think I figured it out
I
properly. yet.
knew that's where he was going,
Mhm.
and then I knew everything other than him was current.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
again, spoilers for The Witcher.
No, not really. We haven't said
No,
anything.
I'm about to. Spoilers for everything we talk about today. The overall plot, the story is basically him getting to Ciri, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. However, the one thing they never explain is the fact of massive time jumps,
Yeah.
because they don't age a day, and they say they've been doing this for decades.
Yeah.
All the time. You're like, it's been 3 days. What are
Yeah.
you talking about? What are you talking? And for some reason, I don't understand. It seemed pointless, other than it was The Witcher. And to be fair, I'm not complaining, but there was an episode where Yennefer was topless the entire
Yeah,
episode.
just like the entire thing, yeah.
And I was like,
Is that the Jid? I'm looking for a
yeah,
Jid.
it's the gin
Yeah,
one.
yeah, she's topless for a lot of that. I mean,
Yeah.
she's topless in a lot of it, to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was just like, oh, yeah, she's still got her tits out. All right, cool.
It's like, why? Like, the bath scene's over.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was just sitting on the end of the bed
Tits
with
out.
someone else. With toss a coin to your Witcher boy.
Love that
He
song.
was tossing more than a coin during that moment, I'm sure of it.
Probably.
Good song.
It is a banging song.
Yeah, I can't-
Song of the decade.
Can't get that out of my head.
Yeah, no, I did enjoy it. I had some really fucking cool moments. I thought the visuals was really cool because everything's kind of stylized a little bit, which I really like.
sword fight at the end of episode 1.
Oh.
Oh.
Do you know, episode 1 at first, I wasn't sure on it. I was like, pace is slow.
It's a lot, and then that
Like,
happened.
Yeah, I was like,
I
don't
was the same.
really sure what's going on. We just seem to be jumping straight into things with no real character introductions. It's just like, boom, they're there. And then, yeah, that fucking sword
To be
fight at
fair,
the
the
end.
book
was
does
just,
that.
does it? Okay, fair enough.
I'm going through the first book at the moment. It kind of just... it gives you a brief explanation of what a Witcher is.
I also found amusing that all the press around it, well, not even the press, but the showrunner has like said over and over again that it's not taking any form of inspiration from the games. Which is the biggest lie in the world. There's a scene from the fucking game in it, the bathtub thing. He looks exactly like the game character version.
He also looks... he looks more like the cover art for the book.
Does he?
For one, he doesn't have a beard.
Good point. Didn't notice that. Mind you, can
He
shave.
also doesn't
in the
have
Witcher.
cat eyes.
You can shave in The Witcher.
He has yellow eyes,
But
but in the games he has cat's eyes.
It feels like it. I feel like it's got the same tone as the game.
Well, yeah, but the game is based on the book.
I know the game's based
So
on the book.
it's obviously they're all going to have the same tone as each other.
But like you can interpret it differently. So the fact that
Of course, like even if he didn't do it intentionally, even though he did because he took
the
a seat.
showrunner is a girl.
She is, and I did know that. I'm an idiot. Even if she didn't do it intentionally, which she did because she took a scene from Witcher 3, then okay, that's fair enough because they're both taking their source material from the same place.
Yeah, my point is more
Plot-wise,
that
it's
she
definitely based
said
more-
regularly that I'm not taking any I'm not taking any inspiration from the game when it clearly is because there's a scene from it, and that always just irritates when people just say, "Yep, we're taking some inspiration from all of the source material we have." Great, that's good. That's a good way of doing things. Taking inspiration from everything. That's how we be creative. Like, good.
Clearly, they didn't take it too much from the book though, because at the very beginning, one of the first things he fights the Striga, the princess thing.
Yes. Oh
He
fuck,
has to
that
turn
was
her back.
terrifying.
You turn about not how she's described at all.
Right, that was fucking terrifying. That episode.
It's meant to be ginger for one.
That would have been scarier.
Everything's scarier as a ginger.
Honourable mention. TV show of 2019.
Mine would be Umbrella Academy.
Same.
Oh fuck! I forgot that was even out. Because God, that was good.
I thought that was going to be your two. To be fair.
I forgot that was out.
So I know what you. I definitely know what your show of the year.
Yeah. And I still stick with that. I completely stick with what my show of the year is.
So do I.
fucking,
Mine's the same.
Yeah, I fucking loved it.
Umbrella
Damn,
Academy
forgot about
is
Umbrella Academy.
My honourable mention as well.
Tell us for why, boys.
It's really good, wasn't
Yeah, it was really
No, it's just, for one, it's nice. Just when you learn that it was written by Jared Way,
Yeah.
the singer of My Chemical Romance. You just go,
I love that they're
he's
back.
still doing good.
I love that they're
Also,
back.
I watched a video of one of their live shows, the new live shows. They haven't missed a fucking beat.
Yeah, they sound great.
But anyway, no, it was really cool. I think a lot of the actors they got were really good,
Yeah,
especially
that's great.
considering
They're
one of them's
fucking
a
kid.
child.
It's like best child actor I've fucking seen ever, I think. Like, great. Really, really good.
Kid actors are getting a lot better these
Yeah, they
days.
are. It's terrifying.
Yeah, because it used to just be like, "Oh my god!" from what's it? I can't remember what that film is. Trolls 2, where they get attacked.
You
by
an angel?
Oh, are you an angel?
I'm not sure what you two are quoting.
And Padme should
But I was
be
gonna
in
say
prison.
he was probably like that's probably the best part about it.
Yeah, he was really fucking cool. And I just like the whole time jumpy thing.
Yeah.
Everything's fucked. He's like the smartest of all of them because he's actually way older than all of them.
Yeah, it's a really, really cool idea. Really,
It's
cool
really
concept.
cool.
Weird, but it was really captivating all the way through it. I remember when I watched the first episode, it was like, well, this was weird. But that was really weird.
Yeah.
You want to watch the next one? Yeah, I want to watch the next one, but...
I also feel like you knew who was going to be the bad guy, but you just watched it like unfold and like
yeah.
I'll be honest, I've forgotten. Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
that was-
it was obvious he was
yeah.
going to be the bad, but
Yeah.
it was how is
Yeah,
he
it was how
like,
to get
how's
to
that
it.
going to work out in the plot?
the guy that turned the girl.
Yeah, the guy that turned her more.
Oh, right.
Because he's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
villain. She's not really a villain. She's a pawn. But yeah, no, it was cool.
I'm getting the ending. I can't remember. I'm getting the ending of Umbrella Academy mixed up with the ending of Portal 2, which is a really weird thing to happen because I know they both involve the moon. Don't they
Yeah.
blow up the moon?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I don't
She
remember.
like screams at the moon or like.
Yeah.
I mean, the second in a show based around powers, the second they make a point of someone not having powers, you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're actually the
Oh, yeah,
most
yeah, of course.
fucking powerful person. Like, there's so many tropes that you can't avoid. Like, I've been watching Jack Ryan recently as well. I'm so like, right, okay, you've made a point of saying this, which means the opposite is true. Then that's how it's going. And and there's a bit where it's just like, oh, we've known each other forever, but you weren't in season 1, which means you're going to die in this episode. And just like, you can't avoid it. But yeah. Anyway, Umbrella Academy was really fucking good.
Yeah, no, it was.
It was just so weird and wonderful.
Yeah.
So, best for me then.
The Boys.
The Boys. Asa?
Mine was actually going to be The Witcher.
Wow.
That was actually my favourite.
Well, whilst we're still near The
did
Witcher,
enjoy that.
yeah, tell us more about your thoughts on The Witcher and why it was...
I think I enjoyed that you didn't have a fucking clue what's going on. Like,
Okay.
with like until like you got to 4 and you're like, what the hell? Like, you actually paused it and sat there for a second. I was like,
To be fair, I was about to go to bed, and then episode 4 happened. I went,
yeah.
well, I can't leave it there. What? I have so many questions. Is this the flashback?
Yeah.
Is this now? But then it was just like, but what about the song? So it's fucking now. What's going on? I just had an internal struggle with myself.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm not going to bed now, am I?
Yeah.
Must find out more.
But yeah, I think once you got past that point, you realised what was going on. I was like, okay, it's fine now. I get this. It's going to be a bit out of whack, and then it'll all connect together at the end. I was pretty disappointed with the ending though. With who's Jennifer? I was like, really? Like,
Yeah, it was slightly anticlimactic ending. But...
Oh, the fact that it ended right there. I just
Yeah.
meant that entire episode. I don't like that entire episode. Why are you having a big battle in a show called The Witcher that does not involve
The Witcher, yeah.
Like the scene earlier where he got bitten by like level 1 fucking
Yeah.
scrub.
To be fair, that shit happens to you on the game all the time, so I feel for him.
Yeah, but you don't
He went
die.
in with the wrong preparation, didn't have the right proportions and shit on him when he
To
went
be
in
fair,
there.
I'm playing it right now. I'm playing The Witcher 3 at the moment on such a low difficulty that it doesn't matter what you do. I could take on the fucking beasts with the steel sword and just be like, fucking what? You can't do that. It doesn't really let you.
I was going to say, it doesn't let you. How you doing that?
He automatically whips out his silver one.
So
I think I just accidentally blinked at the camera. I think that's what just happened. We'll find out.
The Boys, then.
Oh,
I haven't watched it.
Have you not?
We won't spoil it now.
for you.
But you really need.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I saw something come up about it, and I was like, "Oh, I probably should get around to watching that." So
Yeah, the season 2.
Well,
trailer
you
just came out.
told me about it on an episode of Press Start.
Mm.
I was like, okay, this sounds interesting. And I went home and watched an episode and was like, fuck, okay, that was good. Got halfway through the second episode, Camilla came home and I was like, oh, do you mind if I finish watching this program? She's like, yeah, that's fine. She sort of sat there and watched the last 20 minutes with me. She was like, what is this? And I explained it was. And she was like, can I watch it with you? I was like, only if you catch up on the next 2 episodes immediately. So then literally we just watched the first 2 episodes again so she could catch up. And yeah, I think that was the quickest Camilla and I have watched a show.
It's so
Really good.
good. It's so fucked up.
Yeah.
And it's just the basic premise is superheroes are basically run by corporations. They're owned and sponsored and all da. And they're all cunts.
Yep. They're all corrupt and
They're all fucking corrupt. They'll do whatever. Like most of the time when they go in and save the day, it's from something they've done.
I think what I like about it though is the tone of it is it's realistic in the sense of if we actually had superheroes, that they would be obliterating people when they're punching them, like not like what we see in the MCU and stuff where they just guards bounce around. So it's brutal and it's
the guy who's basically the equivalent of the Flash. 'Cause they're all just DC. It's basically nicked from DC. A lot of the Justice League stuff.
Yeah.
There's a Wonder Woman.
There's
the leader is a
an
Superman
Aquaman type thing.
There's a dark, silent, brooding
Yeah.
one who's essentially Batman
Yeah.
to a degree, and the one who's the Flash. This whole show kicks off. It's like the first few minutes of the
just
show.
straight into it. Yeah.
He just runs straight through someone, and they explode.
I can't remember you telling me about that one.
They fucking explode everywhere, and that's what kicks it off. And the Boys are a group of people who just want to kill superheroes.
Yeah. It's really fucking good. It's really well. And
it is really
the
good.
story's really interesting. It's written in a way that keeps you... Every episode ends with a question, but...
It's not a dicky question.
Not a dicky question,
just
just
like,
in a way to make you want to watch the next one. And
I like it when a show wraps up a season where that could be it.
it could be it, yeah.
I hate this cliffhanger thing because they always get cancelled. Any show that ever ends on a cliffhanger
Oh yeah.
gets cancelled, and you're like, you can't. But I like a season that wraps up, but also leaves it open.
Yeah.
So the fact that The Boys season 2 is coming out next year,
I think one of the
isn't
best
weird.
things I have to say about The Boys, the biggest compliment of it, is that every character in it is also really fucking interesting.
I mean, there's a couple I don't care about, in the sense of I could live without
That's
them.
different though. Like their overall, their premise within the world is still interesting. They all feel unique, and they have their own kind of. They actually have their own character. Like
the Aquaman guy, I can like his storyline. I feel is just wasting time.
Yeah,
a lot.
The bit with I can't say.
Yeah, I know.
You
I know what you're talking about. It made me really uncomfortable as well. There's you'll find out. You
will find out.
If it's just something uncomfortable with the Aquaman character,
It's
when
that.
you watch the show, you'll know what we mean. Like immediately, you won't need to ask what I meant.
Yeah.
You'll be like, oh no.
Yeah. Oh, it's good though. It is
But
really
yeah,
fucking good.
that I kind of just here's a waste of time. But everyone else, like what's her name,
Stardust or Starlight.
Starlight.
I don't know, yeah.
Those were the two I went to as well. Stardust or Starlight. Like, what's his name? What is the main guy? The Superman guy's name? I can't remember. It's something like the Patriot or something.
Yeah, it's something like that.
You lot just reminded me of Titans. Does that come out this year? Was that?
No.
I think it was technically for us because we didn't get it till late.
Yeah, we got it a lot later though. So technically.
Well, I just think even like The Boys are all really interesting.
Yeah.
Like
No, they are. Carl
Urban in this is so
smashed
good.
it
Yeah.
in this, and the French one. I can't remember a lot of the characters' names, but
Yeah.
the French guy was fucking. But just the thing he figured out by watching a turtle. Oh, so good.
It's good. Very, very good program. You should definitely give it a watch, and definitely
100%.
definitely TV show of the year for me. Like, don't even have to think.
Yeah,
Again, it was one I didn't have to think about.
One
To be fair, like out of all of them, the ones that are the best one for me, I haven't had to think about. It's always been the honourable mentions. Has been the
To be fair, I had to think about games.
I thought I was going to
truly
have to think about it, but I didn't. I just went with my gut.
Yeah, that's what I've done. But
I
still,
had to split them into categories first. So I had like categories. So I was like, I felt harsh on like the older games, like the PS3 ones early in the decade. Because I was like,
No, just off the year.
Because I was just like,
But I was just talking of the year
yeah,
still.
but when it got to like early ones, I was like, I feel sorry for like the PS3 ones that I loved because of course the PS4 ones.
To be fair,
yeah.
like most of them probably would be closer to the decade because to this end of the decade because people have just gotten better at making games over time. Like you're not going to say that.
What is my game of the decade? Is a PS3 game. So, but we'll get to that later. Your honourable mention.
Same.
Yeah, honourable mention of game of the year.
Game of the year. Oh wait.
Honourable mention, so not your actual game of the year, but
Like go on someone else because I can't remember off the top of my head.
honourable mention.
Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay, that's your honourable mention. All right.
Honorable mention. Didn't quite grasp the top spot because no fast travel. Go fuck yourself. It ran like dog.
It did run.
It had too many like performance issues, which is really odd coming from this studio that did Titanfall, one of the tightest games on the planet,
And Apex as well, which is
and Apex,
really
another one of the tightest shooters and games on the planet. A lot smaller, to be fair, but even so, it just felt odd. And guarantee that was an EA problem.
Oh yeah, it was 110%.
Get it out before the movie.
Yes.
We'll release it when it's done. Get it out before the movie. Oh, what fucking Jesus Christ! But I thought it was fucking good. I love the story. The end of the story, I was like, fucking well, obviously, because otherwise the movies would be completely different, wouldn't they?
Spoiler.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's fucking obvious. The whole point is to rebuild the Jedi Order. It's very obvious they didn't.
It's secret.
Otherwise, why is Luke a myth?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or why are Jedis a myth to Luke? Because this is before that. So, yeah, it's all fucking weird and predictable because there's nowhere you can go. But anyway, I'm definitely excited for a sequel. I thought the combat was fucking sick.
Yep.
I thought Cal Kestis was a really interesting character.
Absolutely.
And
I think he's great.
He has they have a lot of places they could take him. There is still a large period of time they can mess with. Like, they could do a huge jump for the sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Just make him look old.
They could do it after Darth Vader.
Exactly.
times the Empire. Which is currently before the Empire, while the Empire are around, so they could definitely do it after the Empire.
Yeah, it could put it in wherever they want.
Yeah, Luke could be around.
Yeah,
it's fine.
they can make that fit in wherever quite comfortably, to be fair. So
He's only going to be, like, what, 20 years older than
Yeah.
Luke? So, if that, he's like, what, meant to be 18?
I think he's
actually?
he's meant to
So-
be pretty fucking young. So
Yeah, 17, 18. So,
and if that, like
he's definitely, like...
He must have been like
'cause he was
12
like
when
12
he
when
looked
his
about 12
flashbacks.
episodes in the flashback,
And it's been...
5 years.
It's meant to be 5
Yeah.
years. But,
Yeah.
that jump is... It's because, obviously, it looks like him now,
Yeah.
and he's in his mid... They should have still made him look a little bit younger, I think. But, hey.
Asa, honorable mention.
my honorable mention was Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening.
Oh, okay.
I really enjoyed that game. I've played the original, of course, but I enjoyed the change to it with like 3D and added to it with the dungeons. You make your own dungeons in that. I really enjoyed that.
The art style is really cool.
Yeah.
It is pretty cool.
So yeah, that was
I
my.
didn't play it.
No, I
I'll
haven't
play
played
it. I want to.
Finished it in about a week. It was.
Yeah, you smashed it. That was when I was really confused. You were just like, you're playing this on the way to work. I was like, why are you on a... I didn't take anything away from him playing that game. I just, why are you on a train?
Oh yeah. I think yeah, it was a half an hour train journey, and by the end of the train journey, I'd done the first dungeon.
That was my only takeaway. Just, why are you on a train?
Yeah, that's my honourable mention.
See, my honorable mention was Days Gone.
Oh, are you the flip of me then?
I think so. And the reason for why is, yes, I thought a lot about the performance bugs in Fallen Order, but Days Gone also had a lot of performance bugs.
Not as many. And
See,
not as large ones.
I had major ones. You did. I remember at the
didn't.
time I had loads of really big bugs with Days Gone, game-breaking ones, and other such problems, which brought a tear down. But I think for me, like, if Star Wars wasn't now, it would have been Days Gone. I think Days Gone was really fucking good. I think that it's been very unfairly treated in the actual Game of the Year discussion.
It has been, because no one knows what they're talking about anymore.
I don't get how it's not been put in the contenders. I don't. Like, it wasn't even a nomination for the actual.
Haven't played it.
Well, it wasn't even nominated for the actual Game of the Year, which I think is so unfair because I know it got.
Especially considering...
There was a weird noise over there. It got like really
over there.
right. It got
Windows open.
It got really badly critiqued. Like reviewers
It was like
slated
bullshit
it.
reasons.
Yeah, and I
It was like,
I
I
can't
don't
get
like
it.
zombies. Why are you playing this game
Yeah,
then?
I just don't- you can't knock a review score down on something because you don't like its genre. Like that doesn't make
You should
any
not be
sense.
reviewing this
like it
game.
makes zero sense whatsoever. You can't review. Yeah, I don't get that logic. I just don't. It really, really blows my mind.
I think we're specifically referring to the IGN review.
Yes, we
in this
fucking
one.
are. Like, God, that company's a mess nowadays. Anyways, so I get that reviews are subjective, but like,
You should pick the right person to
it's
review a game.
not even that. It's just like, okay, yes, they're subjective, but there is still a certain amount of that's what the thing is. You can't knock something down for being what it is. Like, it doesn't make any sense. That's like saying I've given this game a 4 because I don't like video games. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, like, if it's an open world adventure survival game, you can't. Because I've given this game a 2 because of survival
because of the
mechanics.
genre. Yeah, it's like,
It was like, of course it's got fucking survival mechanics. Now, if you said, I'm a survival game connoisseur, and it does the survival aspect very badly, that's a different thing.
it would also. It's also like if people had negatively reviewed Spider-Verse because it's an animated film.
Yeah.
Like, you can't give something a negative review for just being what it is because you don't like that thing. That doesn't make that. It's not how reviews should work. Like, they're subjective, but they have to be critical, not just you having a hissy fit. Like, it really winds me up. Either way. Side note, I think Days Gone was really unfairly treated. It had a really fucking interesting story. Sam Witwer was fucking awesome. Combat system was really cool. The fucking
was he actually nominated for performance?
I don't think Days Gone got any form of nominations for anything.
Because
it's
he won in
like
in terms
he
of
was
actual.
so fucking good in it.
Sam Witwer should have got the game award at least for
Like,
best performance.
and the game had its problems.
Of course, it did.
It had its problems with length. It had its problems with
It
fucking.
was way too
like,
long.
It
Yeah.
had problems. What?
Woof.
I said
Oh. It had problems, which is why it hasn't quite. One of the reasons why it hasn't quite taken the top spot for me. But like, it was so fucking good. It really was good. There's some fantastic moments in it. The fucking hordes were so satisfying and terrifying. Like, I don't get how people can
Fucking
say.
gorgeous as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And the fact that it ran a horde.
Yeah.
Like,
It
run.
had weird performance bugs every now and then, but like
Yeah,
not of those bugs.
I didn't really have anything. I had texture pop in, and that was about it in terms of performance things. But Jedi Fallen Order, like, you'd walk through a door or you'd load somewhere, and it would take days.
Yeah, there was a lot of loading issues.
Days.
Or fall through the planet. I had a few times.
Yeah, I've had that. I've had that more now when trying to do the trophy run on it, though. When I've been going through just trying to clear everything up, I've had more of those problems then. When I'm trying to explore and get to different areas, I can't go there. Like
it stops you a lot when you're trying to rush through it.
That's when I've had that problem. But no, I am going to put Fallen Order as my best. And again, it's partly a gut thing because it's Star Wars. Like, I just, from when I think about my experience of that over Days Gone, I just was elated and happier more playing Fallen Order. So it's like, yep, this is cool. It's a fun fucking Star Wars game. I'm into this. Which, yeah, games are fun. So for me, that just slightly pegs it above. If Star Wars hadn't been out, it would have been Days Gone all the way.
Well, Fallen Order did a weird thing for me. Nothing's managed.
It got you hyped for Star Wars.
It got me fucking obsessed with Star Wars, and
I watched everything else.
Still am. Like, I watched everything, and I'm still watching Clone Wars, and like, I've been thinking about, I'm going to design this tattoo, and it's Star Wars, and like, nothing's like, yeah, I've enjoyed Star Wars. I've watched Star Wars all the time. I'd randomly just watch them all, but now I'm just like, fucking Star Wars. Every day I randomly think about just whipping out a lightsaber and murdering someone. Like, that says more about
you
me as a human, really. But
I think it says more about society.
well, yes, that's true. That's true. Society deserves to be mowed down with a lightsaber.
Honestly, I think this flu I have is actually the plague.
It might be. It might be. This might be the last episode of anything with Kristian in it. Anyway, I'll still break in and use it all.
Well, this room gets left to you, but only this room.
Is there just going to be a ladder to the window?
Yeah.
I'm not allowed in the rest of the house. It would just be a ladder to the window. I'm fine with that. But yeah, I'm like fucking mad obsessed with Star Wars now, to the point where it's gone from I like Star Wars to it's my second favourite IP of all time.
Wow.
Obviously, like, you're going to have to, like, Star Wars itself is going to have to manifest into a being and fillet me for it to overtake Marvel.
Yeah.
But unless Marvel did that as well, then it'd be like, oh shit, what do I do? Double fellation. Marvel, yeah. What's happened?
I don't know. But yes, no, that is, like, definitely is my game of the year just because I enjoyed that, like, euphoria of it being Star Wars, I think.
To be fair, no matter how shit it is, I feel I'm going to be having the same exact reasoning behind why the Avengers is game of the year next year.
Yeah.
Just because it's the fucking Avengers.
I mean,
I got to shoot some shit as Iron Man.
I think I know exactly what game of the year next year is going to be, but that's
Go and shoot it. We'll see. We'll come back to this next year and see if you're right.
Last of Us 2.
FIFA 20.
Oh, yeah.
Last of Us Part 2 will be the game of the year next year.
Fuck your arse with FIFA.
I'm just ignoring him.
I don't
Every
buy FIFA
stupid
anymore.
thing he says. I'm a little bit pissed off at you for bringing him. I'm not going to lie. Asa, what is your game of the year for 2019?
My game of the year
Don't
is...
say FIFA 20.
No, it's
we'll
actually,
kick you in the desk.
it's actually Modern Warfare.
You know, in Casino Royale, I've seen this recently, where he does the thing where he has that big rope and he just swings. I will do that.
You mentioned Casino Royale twice, so we definitely know you watched it recently. Yeah, no, my game of the year was Modern Warfare.
To be fair, solid choice.
Really fair choice.
I really enjoyed the campaign, and then
Great
the actual online was one of the better onlines.
Oh, hell yeah.
Usually terrible, but
Did you see a
good
thing?
once.
They did a poll, a bullshit poll,
Oh yeah.
where Black Ops 2 was voted Call of Duty of the Decade. I'm like, what the fuck? The fuck? The fuck? 2 Modern Warfare games came out in this decade. They are both better.
And the thing is, Modern Warfare 2 though, I know it was last decade,
Black Ops 4 is also better.
but it was also, you played most of it like this decade.
Well, yeah, no, but even Modern Warfare 3 is better than all of the Black Ops games. But anyway, moving on.
I think that's a fair shout.
Yeah,
You
that
and
was
I
one.
actually made a joke a few weeks ago about, like, how is Call of Duty actually going to be? And
Yeah, no, we were like, fucking, like, how have we gotten to a stage where Call of Duty is going to be game of the year?
Yeah. Personally, I don't get I haven't played Control, so I can't judge Control.
We will be.
But like, that's
You played Death Stranding, haven't you? What do you mean with that?
I got.
I haven't played enough of it.
I
to
got
justify
Death
it.
Stranding for Christmas. I've not
My
yet.
brother said he
Taking out the
really
box.
loves it.
Yeah, no, he told me as well.
I'm
He's
keen.
ahead of me.
I'm keen to play it. I just haven't fucking found the time as of yet.
I mean, it's
Um,
Christmas.
yeah.
Slash New Year.
I've been watching a lot of. Camilla and I have been off
Can
together.
I just fucking point out?
What?
I mean, this will be in the past for you. This will be yesterday.
This will
for
be.
you.
This will be
But-
last year for you.
No.
Is it going up on the 1st?
Yeah, I know. So I'm saying this will be yesterday
Sorry.
for you. It's New Year's Eve tomorrow.
I know.
Where is this year gone?
I know. It's crazy, isn't it?
Forward.
It feels like about 3 weeks ago, New Year's party.
I get married in 6 months.
This year's actually got quite
7
slow,
months,
except for
isn't it?
December.
I get married in 7 months.
How do I know more accurately?
That's bad.
Now that is more that I can't count. That's the issue there.
Yeah, that's pretty bad that you can't count.
Yeah, I can't count. I can count to 4 and repeat. I'm a musician.
1, 2,
So yeah, what's your game of the year?
4, 1. I've already answered. Oh, sorry, no, I haven't.
You
Days
haven't.
gone.
You pretty,
That's
much, you
gone,
pretty much said it when you said him on the flip.
Yeah. It's Days Gone. I just think it's fucking great. And PlayStation know what they're fucking
Yeah,
doing, don't they? Where you at, Xbox?
So again, that's what I'm saying. Like when you,
Gears 5?
the other games that are in the were in the conversation for Game of the Year, and obviously winner of the video game was Sekiro, which I just can't. I can't get. I know it's a niche game, so it's not gonna be for me. But like, I don't get it. I just don't. I don't remember the hype being that.
Everyone has been like, "Oh, this has been a great year for games."
No,
Fuck off, hasn't
No,
it? It's been
Asa.
awful.
Yeah,
It's been a
terrible.
terrible year.
There's
for
been some
games.
great games, but there's usually
There's only
like,
ever been great games. There hasn't been anything like, oh my god, this is outstanding. None of the games have been there. Even the 2 that I put in my top 2 are not
been from
those.
the year before. God of War. God of War.
God of War, and Spider-Man. We had Spider-Man in the same year as God of War.
Yeah, I'd probably say that's on the same level of some of the stuff we've got.
I don't know. Spider-Man was fucking incredible.
Yeah, no, but so was Fallen Order and so was Days Gone.
Better than Fallen Order and Days Gone.
Well, yeah, but
So it just picks above it.
yeah, everyone's going to say Red Dead, but fuck off.
Oh,
I mean,
fuck
Red
that.
Dead was still a really fucking good game. Like,
was alright.
Fallout 76. Haven't played it. Still in the wrapper.
Yeah, we did a big
We
unboxing
did, I know.
for his edition. He hasn't installed it yet.
that's amusing. I did a pre. I went into a game today to pre-order Cyberpunk
Why?
because I wanted it. I don't understand. What do you mean? Why?
Why would you pre-order something so far in advance?
It comes out in like 3 months.
2077.
4 months. Do you know when I pre-order things? 2 days before
Right.
they come out.
So, I went in there to pre-order it, and the man I speak to, a new guy, I've only spoken to him on Call of Duty a few times, never met him in person before, and he's like, do you want to pre-order the collector's edition? I was like, yeah, why not? And then he said, it's £50 deposit. I went, £50? How much is the fucking collector's edition? £250! I was like, no thank you, have the standard.
That sounds like CD Projekt Red, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I will pre-order that. Probably by going to my Boomerang
Yeah, what I've
account
done, by the
and
way.
saying I would like Cyberpunk.
What I have done, by the way, is pre-order the collector's edition.
Have you actually?
But, more so I have it as an option, so I could get it.
Put down a £50 deposit.
Yeah, and then if not, then that just pays for the game, doesn't it?
It's a good one.
If I just buy a standard one, that's paid for the game.
I know, that's insane. £200 is way too much.
It's way too much. £250, way too much. It's way too much.
What's in it?
A statue and some other shit.
It better be made of solid
I know.
gold.
Yeah. I'll see what the situation is because it could make for a good video. Literally that was my entire
That's
motivation.
an expensive video
Yeah.
for 30 views.
I'll see what the situation.
Oh, that was a good one. That was-
Very good point. Now let's move on to the big one. Asa, if you can stand up to drop your trousers for me.
I forgot what we're doing. Guns backed out.
to be fair, he complimented you there.
I did end. It's the end.
Called
Of
it a big one.
Yeah.
It's the end of a decade. The end of an era.
I
some
thought we were
would
doing
say.
a
No one
mobile
would say
game where
that.
I'd
Does
go
it make
Clash
sense?
of Clans.
What?
I was going to say mobile game now of the year.
Are we doing honourable mentions for decades?
Shall we say
I think
if you have one?
basically I have a couple of options for a few of my things. So maybe not so much honourable mentions, but just discussions about
Yeah.
alternatives, maybe.
Yeah.
Who would like to go first for movie?
Not me, because I don't have one.
Move it. Oh, I thought we did. I had a TV show in my head, but
We can go. We can go. TV show.
okay, TV show. We'll do honourable mentions. Yeah.
Well, just. I think just go. For
We'll just discuss.
yeah, just discuss.
I was going to say Sherlock.
That was mine.
Yeah.
Sherlock
Did not
was mine.
start this decade.
Yes, it did. 2010.
Started in 2009.
2010. Checked it.
Checked it as well.
Okay. I'd say more than half of it is only okay, so I wouldn't agree. But obviously,
But that was
this
just
is
like
subjective.
Not
Yeah.
my like number one.
Let's see. I've put that.
Season 1 and 2 are fucking fantastic. Season
it
3 or 4.
trails off towards the end.
Yeah.
See, mine is a toss-up personally, and this is again. These are just little things that I've really fucking enjoyed
Yeah. That's all subjective.
between Sherlock and Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
As I said, that was on my list of honourable mentions.
To be fair, I didn't even consider stuff like sitcoms.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I
Brooklyn
said to you earlier. I kind of
Nine-Nine is
opened up my thinking more.
Stellar.
Because I was just thinking like proper drama shows and stuff like that. I was like, hang on, wait, there are other things. And
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. But Brooklyn Nine-Nine is a solid show.
yeah, they're my two kind of like things. When I look back over the decade, the things that I think I'll remember and most from enjoying them all is those.
I was expecting you to come out with like Daredevil. Which was
Daredevil is mine.
yeah.
I forgot Daredevil even existed. That'd be high up there for me, definitely.
So Daredevil is the only show, where I'm just like, I know when it's coming out. I'm looking fucking forward to it.
I've fallen off all of those shows.
Remember we
but-
binge watched.
That's because they've all been
Daredevil.
cancelled.
Yeah, well, even then I never saw. I saw the first season of Daredevil. I saw the first season of Jessica Jones, and I saw the first 3 episodes of season 2 of Daredevil, and that's all I've seen. I loved Jessica Jones. I preferred that to Daredevil.
No.
But there's one reason
I will
why I preferred
say
it to
there
Daredevil.
are 2 episodes of Jessica Jones that are better than Daredevil, and then it just goes.
There's one reason why I preferred it to Daredevil, and it is David Tennant. That's it.
That's my point. Jessica Jones was fucking incredible until he actually showed up.
Really, I
In
thought
the
he was
flesh.
awesome in it.
He shouldn't have shown up in the flesh. He should have been a mental thing.
No, I thought it was fantastic. I just
No,
enjoyed
I just
watching
think it just
so
because
much.
episode 1 and 2, he was entirely in her head,
Yes, yeah, he was. Yeah,
and it was way better.
I admit that's a cool
Way
concept.
better. And then he showed up in person. I was like, okay, this is actually quite generic now. There's nothing new about this. Because Jessica Jones isn't even a particularly like interesting
No, she wasn't. She wasn't
character, and
interesting.
because she doesn't know how to fight. She just has powers, but
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't have the budget to do powers properly. It just
just
turned
looked
into,
weird.
I punch someone, the camera cuts,
They fly.
they land.
Yeah.
And like this looks really shit. And Luke Cage had the same thing.
Yeah,
But-
no, I agree with those. I completely agree with those problems. I just enjoyed watching David Tennant. Like, I don't even mean David Tennant was good from how it worked in the show. I just enjoyed his performance.
Well, yeah,
Nothing
no,
other
he
than
was
I
really
just
good.
enjoyed his performance.
He was really good. I just think like in context of the rest of the show, like
And I can agree with that. I can completely agree with
whereas
that.
Daredevil, like ironically,
getting
like Charlie
fucking
Cox himself wasn't mind blowing. His performance wasn't mind blowing.
He
Like,
really
it did the job.
He really did look like a blind man. Though.
That's the thing. I've seen Charlie Cox in other movies. I'm
Yeah.
still convinced he's blind. Like, he looks blind. And, it's weird. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
But and like the way all the action stuff in Daredevil is fucking incredible, especially in season 2 when they start introducing the Punisher.
See, I got to just about where he gets introduced.
He gets introduced in episode 1.
There you go. See?
not
I watched that. I did say I
He did
watched
say
like,
1 or 2.
Yeah, I did say I watched like 1 or 2 episodes. I remember seeing him. Don't remember anything else on that.
To be fair, like out of all those
The
shows,
last
the
thing I
best
remember
performance is
is-
John
The
Bernthal.
last thing I remember is him and Daredevil fighting on a roof.
That's the end of episode 1.
Right, cool. Yeah, that's probably what I've seen then.
Which is why the episode is called Bang.
Is it? I don't
Because
know.
it ends by him going bang, and then he shoots him in the head.
And his helmet breaks.
That rings a bell, yeah. So,
But like fucking hell, So in season 1, there's the hallway fight scene.
that
which is
is
one take.
incredible.
And I will never. The main
There's a
that
really-
scene is mainly the reason why it's show of the decade.
There is
but,
a really, really interesting video online about how they do it.
yeah, because there's 3 different scenes, 1 in each season. But it's mainly show of the because during that During that fight.
Sorry, isn't that the only one? The one in season 1? Isn't that the only one that is actually done with one shot? The others are done
No.
with camera trickery. I thought
Season 2's done with camera trickery.
the staircase one. Yeah.
That's done with camera trickery. The other one's even more fucking impressive.
Right.
Oh, the prison.
The prison.
one.
Oh, I've not seen that.
So, it's show of the decade because during that hallway fight, he throws a microwave at someone's head.
I know.
And that's all I needed. But the prison one is 8.5 minutes long.
Is it?
It's a fight scene, but he doesn't go off camera into different rooms all the time to swap out
Right.
with stunt doubles and stuff. And he's Matt Murdock. He's not
okay.
Daredevil, so you can see his face the
That's
entire
really
time.
cool.
And it's like 8.5 minutes long.
That's
it's like basically the tail end of the episode, and then it goes all the way through. It follows him still right to the end until he gets into a cab, and then it ends. I was like, "Fuck!"
Should
me.
watch them.
Yeah,
Should watch them. I will watch them.
It is really. Season 3 is really good. It's probably the best season.
I assume they're still on Netflix. They haven't been pulled off.
No, they haven't been taken off. They've just been cancelled.
Yeah.
I mean, they might get moved to Disney Plus. I don't know.
Who the fuck knows what's going
Who
on
the
with
fuck
that
knows?
shit story?
But I imagine Netflix owns these shows,
Yeah.
so they probably wouldn't happen. Yeah, they haven't gone anywhere. You should watch The Punisher as well. The Punisher is really good. Punisher is really good. That was right up there for show of the decade because that was another one. I'm just like, I'm fucking hyped. Oh my god, the way he kills people. There's a bit in the trailer where he just does this whole fucking fighty thing. Does this weird move where he drags someone like here down, so his feet give out and he goes like head first, and then he just swings his arm around and just cements it by putting the knife into his head, into the ground. So it's just like, you ain't going nowhere. You stay there, boy. I was like, oh. So I really fucking like The Punisher. I don't get this excited very often. I really like The Punisher. Maybe that's my show of the decade. Who
Maybe
knows?
it should be.
Maybe not. I was disappointed by season 2. By the villain's just the same one as the first
Right.
season. But anyway.
So are you saying Sherlock is yours, or just as?
It was like a run up. Mine would be Game of Thrones.
Of course it
but-
fucking would.
Yeah, I've loved that since the start. I understand the last season wasn't great. But
Correction. The last 4 seasons.
I haven't seen any of it.
The last 4.
Zero.
The first 4
judgments to make on
seasons
Game of
were
Thrones.
alright. And then season 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 got worse.
Mm-hmm.
And worse. And more pointless. But this is just subjective, but you are wrong.
Yeah, I've not seen any of it.
I've been told
so
that about a lot of my opinions today.
Don't worry, Jack does that. And I've not seen any of Game of Thrones, so I can't have any input on that whatsoever. People often tell me, oh, you'd probably enjoy Game of Thrones. I go, probably, but I, for some reason, have zero motivation to watch it. Primarily because
Because it's the most overhyped show on the
and
planet.
there's so much of it.
I've watched, I think, season 1 probably like 8 or 9 times.
Jesus wept.
Like every time it'd come back round, I'd rewatch it again.
To be fair,
So, yeah.
I also put off watching Breaking Bad for the same reason, and I fucking loved Breaking Bad.
I've watched 3 seasons of that, and that wasn't for me.
I'm the same with Game of Thrones. Like, it's not for me at all. Like, it's fine. I think some of the acting's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the CGI is so bad. Everyone's just like, oh, The Mandalorian. Oh, the CGI's better. Let's go watch Game of Thrones. Well, those fucking cartoon Pete's Dragon looking shit. I hate the overhype for Game of Thrones. I think that is why I don't like it.
That's fair.
Because everyone treats it as the fucking second coming of Jesus. I'm
I
just
don't think it was that. I just enjoyed I enjoyed it before people came along and started hyping about it. Like,
no, that's fine. But I came on years later, and I was like, okay, this is. It took me several attempts to watch it, and even then, I watched it. I haven't finished season 8 because it was so shit. Like, I've had more interesting plot development on the toilet.
you know, with the last season, like I was so committed that I'd get up like early enough so I could watch it before I went to work, just so I didn't get any spoilers. And that's how committed I was.
Not that
to
there
it.
was anything to spoil, other than this is dog shit. But
But you didn't know.
man, I'm going to point out, like, I'm going to drop a tidbit of trivia as to why it was so dog shit. So HBO offered them 2 full seasons worth of money to wrap it up, to wrap up the show, close off the tape, and they decided to say, nah, we're going to do it in 6 episodes.
Yeah, that's dumb.
It's the dumbest thing I've heard, and it was Apparently, so they could move on and go and do their Star Wars movies, which has
have
now
been
been
cancelled.
taken away from them.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Because they wrapped it up too quickly, and everyone hated them. So they were like, "Okay, we're not giving you Star Wars. You clearly don't know what you're doing."
Which is mad that Disney are even realising that, because so many of Star Wars decisions have been
the whole fucking Solo fiasco. We're going to take these innovative, modern, comedic, action-orientated, fucking great directors in Chris Lord and Phil Miller. I can't remember if it's Chris Miller and Phil Lord. It might be.
Don't know.
That'd be good.
Lord and Miller sussed it.
That's what we call them.
Lord and Miller took Ron Howard, the most basic bitch fucking
You
director.
can tell the difference of like what bits were theirs and what bits was his of the film as well.
But yeah, because his bits are the one like, here's how I got my gun.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm sorry, I refuse to believe everything that we know and is iconic about Han Solo happened in 3 days of his life. Come on!
Guys are kind of funny even pointed out just even like the camera shots are different. Like the stuff that's theirs is all very handheld and like intuitive camera, like
He's just
innovative
bitch.
camera
I've
shot.
got a
He's just
tripod.
like,
Let's go.
And you can tell, like watching it again after mentioning that is like, yep, you can see it so obviously.
And it's diabolical. I think if there is any modern Star Wars movie that is worse than the prequels, it's Solo.
I completely agree. Shall we do video games?
Of the Descartes.
Of the Descartes.
Or the Descartes.
How did we get on back onto Star Wars from TV shows?
I don't know.
I don't know.
How did that happen?
Game of Thrones.
Oh, Game of Thrones. Yeah.
That's Star Wars. Okay.
To rabbit hole.
Yeah. Video games of
Do
Descartes.
you want to know the
literally
funniest
sat there
one?
just
though?
like-
We introed a show by saying we're not going to get distracted by talking about pizza toppings, which then led us into talking about pizza toppings. But anyway, game of the decade. We may as well go at the same time. Oh no, we got runners up first. Oh, we did.
I don't know. I don't really have any. I only have the one to say, like, I'm 100% on. I know what my game of the decade is.
Oh, yeah, so
and
am
there
I.
are plenty of different arguments we made for multiple different games, and they're all valid. But for me, it's
If I were
the
to
one.
have a runner-up on a subjective point of view, it's God of War.
Okay.
For so many fucking reasons. That story is. There are a couple of moments in that story where I'm just like, okay, your princess is in another fucking castle.
Yep.
All right, okay, here we go. But overall, that story is fucking great. And then the end happened. I was like, I'm sorry. Excuse me. What?
It's fucking cracking.
Give
game.
me more. It's all done in one shot.
Oh! I always forget about it until someone mentions it, and then I have a tiny orgasm.
Yeah, like I'm creaming.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Otherwise, Skyrim as a runner-up?
No. Skyrim is the Game of Thrones of video.
Yeah, it is the most overrated game in the world.
But I enjoyed it before they put it on every fucking thing.
Yeah, so did we. Well, I did anyway.
I enjoyed it for a bit.
Yeah, like I didn't.
Got 2 patents for that game.
I have said regularly, and I will not disdain from this, that Bethesda Softworks is the most overrated game studio on the planet. None of their games are that good.
Rockstar. But
What?
I said Rockstar. That's
of
the
those.
most overrated.
I disagree. I think Bethesda is worse. Because say what you want about Rockstar, their games fucking work.
Yes, no,
Like-
that's true. But I just think their games work because there's nothing going on.
I'm not saying Rockstar are making incredible games, but I think Bethesda's are worse. Like their
No,
games
to be
don't
fair,
work.
like Rockstar earned their They earned their right for their games to not be like obviously. And this is just me. To me, like San Andreas and I was about to say the original Red Dead. I was about to be a Philistine. Red Dead Redemption. Are fucking incredible. Red Dead 2 is it's all flash.
Oh,
no
100%.
substance.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Everyone's like, oh, it's the best story. Is it?
No.
It's not. I can think of three
takes you
games that had better stories that came out that year.
It also took you like 4 hours to get to a story mission, and then you have another 4 hours back to go and get another mission.
Yeah, it was too much just... And also, like, I literally turned off that game and never went on it again. Because I said to myself, if one more person steals my horse, I'm done. And then I walked round the corner and someone stole my fucking horse.
I really, really enjoyed that game. Gave it a really high score on its review, and I still stand by that because I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I think it's 2 numbers too high.
But I have zero want to play it again. Yeah. Like nothing about. I do not want to play it again. I don't want to go back to it. I have no interest in playing it again.
It's good.
The multiplayer was one of the worst things they made. Anyway, my point about Bethesda is I feel like
No, they haven't earned their overrated.
the games are always buggy as fuck and don't work. There's things missing. Fucking Fallout 4 was their first game that had a QA team. Doesn't make any sense.
That's bad, isn't it?
It's like, what? How is it Fallout 4 before you're having a QA team? Like, I don't get it. And they just feel dated. They're poorly designed in
Elder
areas.
Scrolls 5 had come out by then.
I know.
What Skyrim showed, because there was an entire console it didn't work on.
Skyrim is a fantastically well-built world. And I think that's it. I think the world of Skyrim and what they created is really fucking cool.
Yeah, I just think
But
Elder
that's it.
Scrolls has always suffered from the combat is swing.
The combat is swing. The missions are
Forced.
dull and repetitive.
Crouch and bow.
Yeah.
Like I've never thought those games are that good. I enjoyed Skyrim when it came out for a bit, and I was like, cool, done with that now.
Yeah.
I have zero interest to pursue this.
if you just
I
wanna
did not
go-
finish it, and I have zero interest.
If
to
you
finish
think Skyrim is the game of the year or game of the decade, and that's the sort of genre of game that you like, it's the only reason that could happen is because you haven't played The Witcher.
that's the thing. The Witcher is so much better, and Camilla loves Skyrim. Camilla absolutely
think
adores Skyrim.
Is good.
And she will go through phases where she won't touch it, and then phases where she'll play it for hours. It's about the only game she plays. I keep trying to get her to play The Witcher. After watching the series, she now wants to play The Witcher, and I'm convinced she will love that more because it's just better in every way it could be better.
Fighting style, yeah.
The combat system's
Yeah.
better. The visuals are better. The characters are more interesting. The characters are characters for a start. The dialogue's better.
Yeah.
Like, it runs
Story's
better.
better.
The story's better. Like, name another thing. It's probably better. Like,
Yeah.
actually, the only thing I'd argue isn't better because Skyrim's done it well is the soundtrack. Because Skyrim has a cool soundtrack.
Skyrim
But-
does have a cool soundtrack, to be fair.
But you know what? Thanks to TV series, now so does The Witcher.
Toss a coin to your Witcher. Oh, valley, yeah, plenty.
So yeah, I think The Witcher's fair if you're in. Like, I think there's a fair call for it for some people. I get it. But
Yeah, no, that is my objective. My
just-
objective
yeah.
game of the decade, not my personal favourite.
Yeah.
But if I was to do it objectively, is The Witcher 3.
For,
I think just in terms of what that game did and when it did it,
Yeah, I remember when that came out.
2015.
oh wait, that's what you're putting as game of the decade.
No. Objective.
Okay, sorry.
Not my subject.
Got
Not
ya.
my subjective.
Yeah. No, you
one.
said that. I just misread you for a second.
Yeah. No, objectively, I think it's game of the decade because the story is fucking strong. The acting's great. It's all the different dialogue. The fact that there are so many different decent plot points.
I like how things can go differently as well.
Yeah, things
Like-
can go wrong. You can just fail a
Oh,
quest.
yeah, I felt like
There was a quest. There was a quest I was doing.
Yeah, handed a quest in and thought like just do.
And there was a quest I was doing. I can't remember who it was for like a baron or something, and like I remember Chris was playing it at the same time, and he was also on that quest, and I just didn't. Basically, I just stopped following that quest for a bit. Can't remember why. I just did. I got distracted. I did some other things.
That's
right. Chris went on and did that quest, and he's like, "Oh, you need to go and do the rest of that quest. It's really, really good." And I was like, "Oh, I'll go and do it at some point." So I went to do it. And I went to the place I need to go, and the Baron had killed himself because I'd been waiting for so long to rescue. Because I'd put off rescuing his daughter for so long, he couldn't deal with it and killed himself. I was like,
Oh dear.
Jack,
I didn't know that was the thing.
yeah,
So-
I didn't know that happened. I was like, "Is that?" I said to Chris, "I was like, is that what happened?" He was like, "No, this thing happened." I was like, "Oh no, for me, the Baron killed himself, and the quest was."
I think Jack let a horse survive. He's like, kill it or let it survive. And then went and murdered this whole village.
Amazing.
Who did that at one point?
A horse.
Yeah, a horse near the big tree. I killed it. Went all fine. You left it to be itself, and you came across this
Oh
bit.
yeah, I remember that.
You came
I
across
went
a
back
bit.
and there was just a dead village, an entire village of people that was dead, and you had to do all your investigating and stuff. And turns out it was this goddamn horse. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, it's a really fun good game. But no, the game of the year, the decade for me, and I think Jack is agreed. I don't know where you are, Asa. Is that's not bad.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, I think you'd be surprised with my one.
The Last of Us.
Yes, correct.
Like
That
it's
is the correct answer.
so
to the decade.
so good in so many ways. I really need to fucking finish my video about it. I've said it for a long time. I think the story is fantastic.
Yep.
I think it's incredibly well presented. I think
Incredibly
the story
well
works.
performed.
I just don't like zombies.
See that's
I think that's what's.
a comment a lot of people. Have you played The Last of Us?
I've played like a few hours.
Because I think that's a lot of comments it's made about Last of Us. I don't like zombies, but for me, like, I don't see that as I don't see it as a zombie game. I don't see the game as being about
I get
them
too
at all.
scared by whenever a clicker turned up. I was like, nah, no.
Oh yeah, like, that's been my argument.
Learn how to deal with them.
I can't get Camilla to play it, and her argument is I don't like zombies. It's like, I don't see it as a zombie game.
They're not zombies.
Like, they're not zombies for a start. They're not actually in it that much.
Nope.
Like, everything else is in the game more than them. Like, they're not actually. You fight more humans than you do zombies.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll put it on really easily and try it out then.
Do it.
Yeah, do it.
No,
The game is not about them though. Like, that just happens to be the setting.
Yeah.
The game is about Joel and Ellie. The game is about their story and their dynamic and their relationship, and it's so well fucking done. It just happens to be in a zombie-ish setting.
And I'm not going to spoil it because of him.
Yeah.
But the ending, like, well, not the very, very end.
They both survive because they were in the next game.
I mean, there's more to it than that, but
you're not wrong.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, but the particular scene at the end to cause the very, very end. Yeah. The fact that they just had the balls enough to go, this ain't a choice.
Yeah.
This is the story we're telling you. You are here for the ride.
Yeah.
And
you, like,
somewhat you go and do.
Yeah, and you question it in a way. I think
you're just like, oh, I don't feel comfortable doing this.
Yeah.
To be fair, says more about me again. I felt very comfortable doing it.
No, I didn't feel comfortable doing it, but at the same time, as the more I was doing it, I was like, no, I do. Like, when it started, I was like, is this the way we're going? And then as it happens,
especially
it's like,
in the initial room, the two just doing nothing.
Yeah.
And yet you still.
Yeah. But that's. As I say, as that progressed more, I did feel more on the side of, no, this is the right thing for me to do, which says so much
exactly
about how
what Joel would do.
Which just shows so much about how well that game is written.
Yeah.
Like, I've never, like, you play it and you're playing as Joel, and you, like, the way it's written, obviously his story, she has to protect Ellie, and it's like, I always felt like I did have to protect Ellie. Like, even though there was the dumb mechanics where she could run off and be seen and it wouldn't matter, I still wouldn't help myself. Like, no, Ellie, don't go there.
Oh yeah, like, while I wish they made it, like, less visually obvious, I am very glad that's a thing.
Yeah.
Being able to be caught because of AI is just like. But the fact that they do just run around fucking lunatics and are just invisible.
But that's just because it's a 2013 game, and I reckon Last of Us 2 is not going to have that problem, I feel.
No, I imagine Last of Us 2 is going to be the most immaculate thing.
They also started to get rid of that problem even by Uncharted 4. That problem dissipates quite a bit. Yeah. So, like, I think it's so good. Obviously, it's pushing the visuals to its most. This game is better looking now, but it still holds up. Like, I think it's fantastic in every way it could be. Soundtrack incredible, performance incredible, tone setting incredible. And Last of Us 2 better fucking be better,
mate. That what's scary is that has the potential to be the biggest disappointment of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, it won't be.
The thing is,
when has Naughty Dog ever made a bad game?
Druckmann also knows that's the case, which is why it's been delayed again, because they're going to get it right, and I don't doubt they'll get it right.
I imagine they're going to hit the fucking. I mean, they've got Ashley Johnson and Troy Baker again. Yeah. To be fair, like, all you need to get a 10 out of 10 for me is just have Troy Baker whisper to me.
But when you look at all the other things that could be a competitor, I think there are multiple arguments for game of the decade, and I think they all have a fair shout. I think God of War is a really fair shout.
God of War is a fair shout. The Witcher 3, Uncharted 4.
I think Uncharted 4 and
3
is, I was trying to think if 2 was in this decade, but it's not. But I think, they're all equally fair shouts. There are so many things I could probably pull out from other consoles and other genres which are definitely fair shouts. There's been some really fucking good games this decade. We've had some really fucking good games this decade.
I think it's really hard. That ain't going to be hearing me at all. I think it's really hard because there are games like Forza.
Yeah.
Which within its genre, Forza Horizon 4 is the best of the decade easily within its genre. But it's really hard to just go, a game that's got so many things going for it, like The Last of Us or God of War, in the sense of it's got the extra avenues, performances and story and what have you. It's fucking hard to just go, brum, mate, good.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, that Mini Cooper looked fly,
Yeah.
didn't it? Ooh. Apparently, I fell into the 90s. Oh yeah, I was discussing. I mentioned this to you. You'll find this quite funny. I was discussing movie of the decade with people at work because I was having difficulty deciding. So much so that I haven't decided. And one of them just goes, "I think it's Saving Private Ryan." May I point out, Saving Private Ryan came out in 1998, so he's 2 decades off. That game is 21 years old. That movie is 21 years old.
Oh, it's a good movie, but
It's a fucking great movie. If this was about the 90s, I'd say he might be right. No, The Matrix came out.
should we do movies?
You two can go first.
What's yours?
What's a runner-up or whatever?
'Cause again, I've got a lot to say about movies.
I've got my favourite movie.
Well, yeah, that is the point.
I didn't even say my favourite game. My favourite game was Bloodborne.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I
we
thought
did
you were saying
video game.
Skyrim was yours.
No, Skyrim was like an honourable. Like I enjoyed it.
I misunderstood. I actually thought you were saying
No,
Skyrim
my
was
favourite
yours.
game was Bloodborne. Like
Again,
I remember,
think it's a fair
like
shout.
not really liking it because I was watching you play it, and I was like, "What is this game?" And sat there playing it, and then I got given the controller, and I was like, "What am I doing?" Like, and then I just kept playing it, and then I was like, "I absolutely love this game."
I
Like,
don't think you went home for like 3 days.
yeah.
Wow.
And then we did drinking. We did
Mating.
Oh, fucking Drunkborn. Oh,
Oh, yeah, I've heard about Drunkborn.
did
Bloodborne,
like three
right,
quarters a bottle of that like whiskey, and then I never touched that bottle
yeah, I did a
again.
bottle of Jaeger.
I've never touched whiskey again after that night.
Yeah.
I've got some
Well,
nice
you still
whiskey if you
had
want to
that
try it.
bottle for
Yeah,
fucking
it
ages.
stayed around for a while, and I don't think I even finished it. Someone else did. But no, that
Yeah,
game.
it's become Drunk Souls now.
Yeah,
The only one we finished entirely through drinking was Dark Souls 3.
yeah.
We finished that entire game through Drunk Souls.
Wow.
But I'd also,
Oh my
I'd also
God.
finished it separately.
Yeah, you did it
Yeah,
yourself.
so I think when it came to actually doing the Drunk Souls, I was like,
It made it a bit easier that
Yeah.
we had both played it,
Yeah.
obviously. And like then we started doing Dark Souls 1 remastered.
and two.
Oh,
We did 2 for a little bit.
we did 2 for a little bit, but then I was like, oh, this is the remastered one where they've changed things. I don't know this one. Bail. But then we did Dark Souls 1 remaster. I was like, I know this one. Let's go. I know what we're doing. Let's fucking go.
So yeah,
It's just a plague
that's my
again.
Game. Movie.
Do you know what's really annoying?
What?
The off-center screen is more noticeable than I'd like.
Yeah, I know.
But I'd say it's too much work to fix it.
I found the movie really hard. It was a decade. I had like so much.
Was it porn?
No.
I don't know why I didn't find this hard. I just had straight to. I think it's going to be this.
I imagine.
And I have reasons as
No
to why.
matter what we've all picked, there is one that we will think is better that we've forgotten about.
Oh, almost definitely.
I had 6 here.
6.
6 for like I was just like throwing out films I forgot about. For a decade. I can go through. The top one is my favourite, so we'll just go from the bottom one. I had Inside Out was in there for an animated.
It's a good film.
Then I had Wolf of Wall Street, and then Logan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Cracker.
that didn't even cross my fucking mind, Logan.
Yeah. Deus Ex Machina. Mad Max. And
I
then
mean, Ex Machina.
Well,
Not
Ex
Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah, I was thinking like.
And then Mad Max. That's because it was visually.
Fury Road is fucking. That was one of my considerations. As
But my favourite was Inception.
I thought that would be yours.
Yeah, I love
Thought
that film.
would be yours. The amount of times we have drunkenly fallen.
Yeah,
asleep
every
watching
time I come,
Inception.
I was gonna say, every time I come like back from a drunken night, I just throw Inception on. It's like so many times.
I've seen
love
the
that
beginning
film.
of Inception more times than any movie I think.
I have not seen Inception.
What?
I don't know how I missed it. Just one I missed.
You should have said it would have brought it over.
I've always been like I've always been a bit behind on films. I'm only really catching up
Did you think that
nowadays.
because I was asking about Interstellar? Let's go from my Nolan films.
Talking of Nolan films, did you want to take home the Batman series?
Yes, they've been 4K. I'm very excited. Yeah. I randomly messaged him yesterday. I was just like, I've never even thought about Nolan films in 4K. Like,
Does it do this?
It does.
Almost
Unfortunately, yes,
definitely.
it does quite a lot. Would you like me to jump in with what I'm saying the best film of the decade is?
Yes, please.
I'm just going to wait for him to. What is Genius? That's quite cheap considering.
Nope.
It's got all the Batmans.
This, by the way,
Inception.
what Jack is showing us
Wait.
here is a 4K Blu-ray collection
on
of Nolan films.
I've got that. Got that.
None of them are in 4K though, are they?
No.
I've got all of these,
I don't have-
other than Dunkirk.
And I don't have Dunkirk or
Dunkirk,
Interstellar.
great. I like Dunkirk.
Dunkirk
Oh, the
was his
Prestige,
worst
but that was,
movie, I
that
think.
was last
I
decade.
really fucking enjoyed
Wait,
it.
does it have Memento on it? Bullshit.
Yeah.
My movie of the decade,
Yeah.
Avengers Assemble.
The Avengers to non-British people.
Yeah.
Basically, Disney thought we were so fucking dumb we wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the Avengers and a 1960s spy film starring Sean Connery called The Avengers. I think we can tell the difference. But anyway, here it's called Avengers Assemble. And I also thought about it, not because of the quality of the film, because Infinity War and Endgame are better.
In many ways, I completely agree.
I think for
What it
the experience of seeing it for the first time.
It's completely that for me. It was the first big team up movie. I remember I was in a weird place in Marvel at the time. I wasn't quite into it. That's not the right thing. I wasn't into it like I am now. And I'd only watched the films leading up to it about a month before, because Camilla's mum was really into it and was really excited for it, and kind of I don't care. I didn't really think I cared about superhero films, and it was a point where we were all going to go watch it at the cinema. And I was like, well, I haven't really seen the other ones properly, and I'm like, right, well, let's watch all of these. So I watched them all at Camilla's. I was like, okay, these are fucking good, and then that film was just like, it was just incredible. Like we had
what's weird though? Everyone was just like, these are really good at the time. Now they're not.
What, the first ones?
Yeah.
I completely
They
agree.
are not.
Yeah,
Like first Cap, I always thought was only okay.
but that's only because of the sequels have gotten so much better.
No, at the time I thought the first Cap was only okay.
Cap was never my favourite. No, he was a character I
And
didn't care
Thor,
about.
I thought was like, it was good. I enjoyed it. Incredible Hulk, it was never like. And Iron Man 2, I thought was a bit. So the only one I was like, this is fucking great. Was Iron Man.
Yeah.
And then Avengers happened. I just went, oh my
Yeah.
ballsack! What just happened? I was mainly hyped because I've just always loved superhero movies, like the Raimi Spider-Man films and X-Men and.
So yeah, the reason
And then Iron Man 3 came out and shat all over it.
Mate, at the time, I was young. I was foolish. I was very abrupt. And I genuinely walked out. It was the whole thing. You're on the high of that movie. I walked out of Iron Man 3. I was like, that was better than the Avengers. That was better than
And
the Avengers.
you even posted about it as
I even
well.
posted about it, yeah. I've deleted it now.
Why?
It's
can't have that
embarrassing.
travesty linked to his name.
I can't believe you deleted
However,
it.
I do think Iron Man 3 is the best Iron Man movie. I will stand by that.
It's fair. The reason that I'm going with Assemble, as I say, it's that first experience, and also I just think what it set up going forward.
Yep.
Like it was the first to then go into what we got, and like say what you fucking want, Scorsese and everyone else. Like the MCU that we've had this decade is one of the best things ever put on cinema.
It's significantly
It's
better than what Scorsese has done, which is the most ironic thing.
Incredible, and the Avengers was the beginning of that. So it's like
It was.
That's for me why it puts. I
mean,
thought
Iron
about
Man
it.
was the beginning of that, but yeah.
No, but that was it was the first team up thing. As you say, like the tone shifted.
The tone did.
Like it went from being like, yeah, these are good, to holy fucking shit.
Yeah, that is the
And like when I watched
other
through them
than
all,
Dark World,
like when I watched,
consistently.
yeah, when I watched
after
through
that.
them all before Endgame, like I think I texted you saying like, the films change from in quality wise drastically as Avengers, like drastically, like it's
'Cause
such a shift.
Some people don't agree, but I think Iron Man 3 holds the quality bar. Dark World.
No, Dark World's
It's
poor.
Dark World.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it's better than the first Thor.
thirst for.
Yeah.
What have you got a thirst for, Jack?
It's first as fuck. Forgot about that film. That's the film of the decade.
That's the film of the decade.
London
London
has
has
fallen.
fallen.
Well, that's honestly what it is for me. Like I thought about Endgame was so fucking good. I thought about other films in general that just happened that came out in the decade that are really fucking good, but like it's got to be Avengers. And like every time, if you put Avengers on, or someone suggested let's watch Avengers, yeah, all right.
To be fair, if you say let's watch the last hour of Avengers, I'm always like, Yeah, mate.
I think it's fucking great. I think it's so good.
It's just a thing of when I'm rewatching it. Obviously, I don't.
You want to get to the
skip
good
it.
bits.
But I just like if I just rewatch it. If it's a case of at any given time someone could just appear and was like, let's rewatch it. If you're talking about the Battle of New York, yes. Everything before that, I'm just like, oh, I need to be in the zone.
Yeah.
I
That's
need
just
to be
movie watching in
that.
general, I think, though.
Yeah, like obviously,
When you've seen a film and you like a film, it's hard to get through the moments that aren't those awesome moments.
yes,
Same as when I watched Endgame again.
yes.
All the way through watching Endgame a second time.
I'm gonna rewatch
I
Joker.
just wanted to get to the portal
as well.
scene.
Just because everyone's like, oh my god, Joker's amazing, and I left like. I think my response was word for word what his response was at the end of Rise of Skywalker. Just looked at him. Well, that was fucking awful.
Yeah, I pretty yeah, that was your reaction to it.
I was like, oh my god.
I thought it was
But anyway, yeah, I
average.
Yeah, I was. I've already ranted enough about the Joker on this channel.
So, where we
Movie
at?
of the decade.
You're just gonna throw it out there.
Oh god.
Iron Man 3.
No. Don't be daft. See, I haven't really managed to pinpoint. I've pinpointed ones of genres down. But I haven't really pinpointed a movie of the decade, even though I've had months to think about this. I only started really doing it today.
I was gonna say, especially me going, I can't think of a movie of the decade. I went a bit late for that.
It's like if you want like if you go down like the horror movie route, like I think the best one of this decade is A Quiet Place.
Yep.
I was gonna say that or Get Out. You like Get Out?
I like Get Out as well, but not as much as A Quiet Place. But that's just because like John Krasinski and Emily Blunt are a very attractive couple, and they're nice to look at. Show of the decade, The Office, even though it started like 2005. If you want to go like, it's so hard to fucking pick one. If you want to go like intense action war films, there's things like 13 Hours, which is really fucking good. Again, John Krasinski. I've just been watching Jack Ryan. He's on my mind. But I'm gonna pick one. Right, keep talking. Keep talking.
I'm just gonna. Can I just throw out like random films?
Go. Throw out random films.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Oh fuck! Fuck 13 Hours in terms of war movies.
Yeah.
Hacksaw Ridge.
I was gonna say,
I
when you
forgot about that.
When you said war movies, I was like, you said that. I was like, oh, what about Hacksaw
Can
Ridge?
I be perfectly honest with you about something?
What?
I feel like shit.
I know.
In the past 10 minutes, I've just crashed. My body has gone, Kristian, why are you awake now?
Well,
It is.
If Jack hurried up,
It is 9:30. You should be in bed.
To be fair, significantly earlier, and we've gotten here significantly quicker than I thought it would.
Yeah. To be fair. I'm quite happy.
And we
It's just-
skipped out mobile games.
It's just,
Yes, because there is not a good one.
There is Clash of Clans.
No.
I've been playing a really good mobile game.
Is it Clash of Clans?
No.
Is it
Actually, I lied.
is it Pokemon
Call
Go?
of Duty.
I've been playing something called Splash Canyons.
That sounds wrong.
And it's made by Lion Studios.
I will admit, Splash Canyon sounds
Candy
like
Crush.
a vagina.
It's a little puzzle game where you have like these little liquids which
Oh,
you
I
have
think
to
I've seen this
get
come up.
into the places,
Yeah, I've seen these adverts pop up on social medias.
and it's mildly enjoyable.
To be fair, Call of Duty Mobile is actually really good.
I'm sure. I don't doubt it.
You any good at that?
I got a fucking 33 for 2 Call of Duty Mobile. He pointed out that it was probably bots.
I think I remember you saying, I think this might be bots.
Yeah, no, I think it might be bots because I refuse to believe how I would be sudden.
It was the same thing
so
when
good.
PUBG Mobile came out. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, I'm so good at this game." It's like, no, you're not. Like, it's full of bots. You're not good at this game.
But let me live the lie.
All right, I'm sorry. Next time I'll
I was
just
gonna
lie
say,
to you.
I got 30
Let me
for
live the
2.
lie. See, if I had just won, that's different to how much I won by. I was like, this is my first game of Call of Duty Mobile. I refuse to believe I am this much better than other people at doing this.
Oh no,
What?
I'm gonna have to buy these mics
Why?
because it's damaged.
Is it?
Yeah,
How? It hasn't
I
moved.
don't know.
We won't have to buy. buy them. We'll just not tell them we still have them.
That's what I'm doing at the moment. Yeah,
Yeah. And hopefully they forget.
it's
It's going to
entirely.
be really annoying if they watch this. Movie of the fucking decade. There are so many.
I would say at this point, you don't have to pick one. Just go through what your options are.
Previously mentioned Mad Max Fury Road. Because I watched that expecting nothing.
So when you came out of that one, you loved that film. I remember.
I was like, when it finished, I was like,
I haven't seen that either. I need to watch and catch up on some films.
oh, mate, if you can get hold of that on 4K, you'll be erect.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
You'll be erect. And I just came out of that film like, why was that good? I don't understand. It was a 2-hour car chase where the main character said 3 words. What happened? Why was that good? Oh my god, it was incredible. That was a fucking sick movie. Hacksaw Ridge, again, wasn't expecting that to be any good at all.
That was pretty decent.
But that was insane. Like the first half was quite boring,
Yeah.
but then it kicked off. War happened. I was like, oh my god. Already mentioned 13 Hours. That was really fucking good. I mean, obviously,
Mrs. Brown's Boys, the movie.
get fucked.
Interstellar.
Interstellar. See, I would pick Nolan, but I refuse because of this bullshit. I can't watch them anymore. I'll probably I'll look at Batman, and then I won't watch it just because, like, fucking hell, it's hard to watch.
I don't even notice it. Like we'll be sat there and Jack's going, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "What you're about?"
I
man?"
do notice it. It just doesn't bother me as much as that.
I don't even
It
notice
bothers me so much. Like, it even bothers me that Infinity War isn't
That bothers me.
full
That
screen.
bothers me because that bothers me for no other reason than it's a dumb reason why.
Because IMAX said
Because
so.
IMAX said so, and that's a dumb reason why.
Why did they say that?
So IMAX, so in Infinity War and Endgame was shot entirely on IMAX cameras, which is a larger aspect ratio, which would fully fit a standard widescreen TV. But the Blu-ray releases are done in the ultra-wide aspect ratio, and it's because IMAX won't let them release it in their aspect ratio. But that's a dumb reason why. Because you could release it still in standard 16:9, because IMAX isn't standard 16:9, and then you're not, and you're cropping less, and you're still getting a full. I don't get it. Like there is no logical reason.
There's no logical reason, considering that. What is it? 21:9.
21:9 is ultra wide, which is the normal cinema widescreen spectrum, which is why it ends up being letterbox on a 16:9 screen.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, 16:9. That's what I meant, not the
Yeah.
other way around. Avengers is 16:9.
Versus Avengers 16:9, yeah.
Ant-Man
Yep.
is 16:9.
For me, it's like if you have a master, which is an aspect ratio which can fit in it, I don't see why you wouldn't, because no one has ultra wide monitors.
No.
So it's dumb. I get it where if your master is already 21:9, like going the other way is harder. You can't do that. You can't
would just look stretched.
yeah, you can't undo it. I get that. But if you're having to crop it for a second master for a DVD or Blu-ray, why? I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense.
Also, why do IMAX have the power to say so?
Yeah, I know. It's how they have the power to say
They
that.
are a camera manufacturer. It's like Panasonic going, no, release it in be 3x12.
Yes.
Why did someone else just come out with their own camera?
Because I think like IMAX is pretty much the fucking peak at this point.
IMAX is the peak and they're in the power.
Remember, it was like there was like 2 cameras and didn't know them like break.
There was
Yeah.
4 and Nolan broke 2 of them. Yeah,
Now they're everywhere because everyone films on IMAX.
yeah, but only 2 movies have ever filmed entirely on IMAX. That's barely
Is
because-
Tenet, whatever it's called, is that entirely on IMAX?
You know what? I fucking hope so, because it's gotten to the point now where his aspect ratio jumping is so bad. I notice it in the cinema.
But like the thing, I don't see the point in doing aspect ratio changes either. I don't get that. I don't see the
why
benefit.
didn't he just format the IMAX bit
Or
down?
but, like, yeah,
Oh!
or just the stuff that he didn't shoot on IMAX camera. Shoot it in a different aspect. It doesn't have to be shot in ultra wide. It doesn't have to be shot in ultra wide at all. So why are we doing it? I don't get it. I don't have a problem with ultra wide. It can be ultra wide, but just keep it all ultra wide.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think it's dumb, for the same reasons you said. Like we're just wasting screen real estate at this point. Like you watch a 4K modern TV show, like a Netflix show.
No, Netflix don't do full 16:9. They do just below.
Yeah, but it's
which is
tiny
even dumber. Even dumber.
No, I don't mind that so much because it's less wasted real estate. But like, and that's not every show. The Witcher does.
The Witcher's a bit wider.
The Witcher's a bit wider.
Yeah. Even then, it's not 21:9.
No, I know. I know. It's the bit. Yeah. But it's not 21:9. But Amazon full screen or 16:9. And you're just like, come on.
You're making this for TVs.
You make like at the end of the day, where are most people going to watch this? At home on a television.
Yeah.
Adjust accordingly.
Yeah, I don't get it. I do get the notion that the majority of cinema and is only IMAX screens aren't 21:9. Mm-hmm. So I get why big blockbuster films are produced in 21:9. But
do you know what really hurts me though? When you go into an IMAX screen and you're watching something.
It's 21:9.
21:9. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're just like
Star Wars was.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not supposed to notice empty screen real estate going on up here. What is this?
Yeah.
What have I paid £21 for?
Yeah. Yeah, that annoys me. And I also get annoyed when you go to the cinema and you're in an ultra wide screen and it's something 16:9 and you have the big blocks on the side of the screen. That also irritates me just as much. Yes. So
sometimes we're in the cinema and Jack like shouts, "Adjust!" And it's like, this is going to bother me the whole film. It hasn't adjusted.
So, speaking of London Has Fallen, our London Has Fallen cinema experience was a nightmare. So we go in, the movie gets about 35 seconds in, fire alarm goes off.
Good.
We are escorted out of the building. I would have preferred the option to at least potentially burn. Just leave it rolling. If it's actually a fire...
It's a big room. I'll notice it before it reaches me.
Yes. The door's down there. I'll go to that door. We're fine. We're fine. And then we go back in, watch film. They didn't turn the lights off for like 20 minutes while playing the film. And also never adjusted it from this small block in the middle of the screen. So it was like watching that screen.
And I'm pretty sure they didn't even pause the film.
They did. They did pause the film.
So I swear there's a bit at the start of the film I don't remember. I was like, what is going on here?
Well, that's because we were in the middle of,
in the
middle of a life-threatening situation. But no, it was like just watching... Let's say we're at the back of the cinema watching this preview monitor is what's happening right now. You're just like, what's the point of that? Why am I here? Why have we paid for this? We didn't. But it was just...
What's the point, though, is it?
I have an unlimited card. I expect unlimited...
Screen.
That's what I was going to say. It was like unlimited words. I can't remember. But anyway,
ironic.
Movies of the decade. There's a few though.
Dark Knight Rises.
No. When it's not even as good as its own predecessor, it's not movie of the decade, is it?
Looks like he's going to sneeze.
I can't think of any fucking movies. What are things that happened?
Anything from Marvel.
Yeah.
There are Star Wars things.
Yeah.
There are Star Treks.
No.
Okay. There's many different drama-y type things.
You're not wrong.
Greatest Showman.
Logan?
I mean, Greatest Showman and Loman. Loman?
Oh, wait. You love Greatest Showman.
I did.
I
do.
I get so many Snapchats of him singing Greatest Showman in his car. I think that's your movie today. You love that.
To be fair, that's another one where we went just for no fucking reason. I expected nothing.
Yeah, I think they're the best
one.
one.
Walked out going... and that's my anthem.
Yep.
I want that to be played at my funeral, and then like a puppeteer needs to control my corpse as I break out the coffin. Just do a little jam.
I think that's the same with John Wick. We didn't really know, like, that came out of nowhere.
John Wick I didn't enjoy in the cinema very much.
John Wick 3 comes on Netflix tomorrow, by the way, just so you know.
Cool.
I'll just tell you. 'Cause I haven't seen John Wick 3 yet. That's why
it's good.
That's why I intend to watch it on Netflix.
It's good. But that's because, for some reason, there was a 6-month gap between the American release of John Wick and the British release of John Wick.
Yeah.
So I'd already watched it.
Right.
So we were in the cinema. I was like, "Can I? I need a shit. Can I?"
That wouldn't be unlike you to go to the toilet and.
Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation. I went 4 times.
So I think that's the first film I've ever gone to the toilet.
Yeah. And I went 4 times. I literally sat back down. A scene happened. I went, "What is happening?"
That film did feel really long though.
To me internally, like, how am I? How is it full again? I've drunk nothing. But no, it's not bad. To be fair, the one after that, Fallout. There, I was like, game of the decade.
Fallout's good.
Mission Impossible Fallout. That was
Yep.
good. Henry Cavill getting in some notices.
Do you like Henry Cavill?
Man, still.
Don't be daft.
Aquaman.
Justice League.
Batman for Superman.
Yeah, I think it would be something like Fury Road, just like in the sense of it is really fucking good, but also shouldn't be.
I think that's what it shows is though. Like I think the takeaway here is been a fucking hell of a decade for films.
Yes,
Yes.
Like holy shit, there's been so like the conversation is so hard because there's so many fucking fair contenders.
Yeah, and I know most people just go for the Oscar baity shit, like
No.
the Danish Girl and
No, fuck off.
Theory of Everything,
The Revenant.
and Eddie Redmayne. Can we do the most overrated of the fucking decade because it's the fucking Revenant?
I haven't seen it. I don't watch a lot of those films. I've never been a big
No,
film.
La La Land.
Nah, La La Land is actually good. See, The Revenant once like was put forward for like best performance and best film and best this and best that, and it was dog shit.
It was dog shit.
Dog shit. It was so boring.
I think we went to
Like,
like a preview, like an early
Tom
preview.
Hardy's performance, that best supporting actor, he's went.
Oh, Legend came out this. That was good.
Ooh, Legend did come out.
You said Tom Hardy. I was like, oh, Legend
And then
came
Leonardo
out.
DiCaprio went, "Oh no, I'm back!"
Hang on, what's on Legend?
The one
It was
where
the one
Tom
where
Hardy
they-
plays
The
the
Cray
Crays,
Twins. Yeah, that's a fucking good film.
That's a fucking good film.
That's a
To be
fucking-
fair, that's a contender.
That is a
That
very
a-
good film.
Can't be-
The,
there's so many
the
things to
best
forget
bit of
about.
that film is when he does an impression of himself.
or the bar scene where he walks back in.
What do you want to do?
I came here for a shootout.
It's just like it just shows the quality of his
Rolling
acting in
pin,
that.
try and bake a cake.
Betty
I
Crockett.
just think the bit there where he's like doing an impression of the other twin,
brother. Yeah, that's
and
good.
it's not quite right. Like that's just shows a quality of acting. Like,
Tom Hardy is outstanding. He does some shit.
yeah, everyone has some shit to do. That's it.
Do you remember this video I was watching at yours?
No.
Unpopular movie opinions, where some guy was ranting on about why Venom was better than all of the MCU, and oh my god, I was listening to what he was saying, and my blood was boiling. I'm like, everything you've just said is factually inaccurate. Like, Tom Hardy's performance is better than everyone in the episode. No, it isn't. Maybe it's better than like Terrence Howard's from Iron Man 1 or Ed Norton.
Just want to jump in on another one, just sort of Baby Driver.
Nah,
I like that
I'm
film.
surprised you really like that film.
no, I didn't.
I really did like that film.
I thought it was alright.
I enjoyed Baby Driver.
See, anything that critically crucially, any film.
Was it this decade? Because there's a film that I've just thought of.
Hot Fuzz, no. Scott
Fucking
Pilgrim.
Loved. No.
I'm just going on what's his face's movies now.
You're just going for Edgar Wright. So I did
Yeah.
watch a really good, interesting video at work the other day about Edgar Wright and the way he edits movies. I'll show you later. Oh my god, what's it called?
I don't know. You haven't told us what it is.
Can't remember what it's called, so I'm just going to look for the director because I know who directed it, and I'm going to. The Hateful Eight.
Oh, that is not a contender.
It's a good film though.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
Quentin Tarantino. If we're going down right, okay. So the most overrated film of the decade is The Revenant. The most overrated director is Quentin Tarantino.
That's fair. I don't know. I don't think many of his films are that. I don't. I just like that one.
And The Hateful Eight is one of his worst.
I find it funny, I went on movies, top picks, and same with Private Ryan.
Yeah, to be fair. Django Unchained is good.
It is good. Yeah.
Everything else is new. No. I don't like Inglourious Bastards. I don't like Kill Bill. I don't like The Hateful Eight.
Pulp Fiction.
No. Now, that's my most controversial movie opinion, is that I do not like Pulp Fiction.
Fair enough. I haven't seen Pulp Fiction for a very long time. Couldn't tell you if I like it or not.
Just don't think it's very good.
Shrek.
No.
Don't think this decade anyway. This has been the Rabbit Hole Show and its annual best of year episode.
Yeah, but this is just a joke at Transformers and Fast and Furious that it definitely wouldn't be.
Just been spoken over.
Sorry. I moved away from the mic.
If you like what you're doing and what you're doing is watching us, you can follow us on Twitter at rabbithole_UK. You can subscribe to us on YouTube, where you can see us anytime you wish. You can follow us on Twitch at Rabbit Hole Media, and you can subscribe and follow our multiple different podcast services on and around the internet.
I just hit myself in the face with the mic. Indeed.
And if you like what we're doing, head over merch.rabbitholemedia.co.uk, where you can buy a wide-ish range of merchandise, all of which supports us here at the channel.
Now, chocolate bar of the decade.
White chocolate Twix.
I mean, that's the only one I can think of that would have come out this decade.
Yeah.
I was going to say White Lion bar when that came out.
I don't like nuts.
I like lighting bars though.
Well, this relationship just got a lot more complicated.
Snowden.
Not those kind of nuts. D's nuts.
Oh, How to Train Your Dragon came out this decade. That's a good film.
The Lego Movie, game of the decade, done. Game
movie. Warcraft.
Anything else that anyone would like to add?
The sequel
As this
to the
has gotten
2014
away
Jurassic
from us.
World movie. Do you remember that guy said that in the cinema?
So Asa has bared witness to a lot of my cinema outbursts. I have outbursts at people,
Yeah.
but they don't know I'm having an outburst. Some guy. Do you remember that guy that came into game who used to always bring a friend and talk as if like he was the dog's bollocks?
I know exactly who you mean. Yeah.
And 90% of the information he was passing on was incorrect.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So we had a film version of this man sitting a couple rows in front of us in the cinema, very loudly talking about films, and all of it was wrong. And then he turned to his friend while the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom trailer was on, and just went, "This is the upcoming sequel of the 2014 movie Jurassic World." Several things. A, no shit, you fucking prick. But that's not what I reacted to. All I did was just went, 15. We have many things at the cinema. Didn't know Fox made this.
Oh, I didn't know Fox.
That bugged you.
Yeah, that.
That was in Deadpool.
Yeah,
It
and
was the Deadpool Midnight Launch a couple of bits. Someone just went, I didn't know Fox made this.
so every time a Fox movie comes on now, I'm like, oh, I didn't know. So I didn't actually realise Fox made the Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, oh my god, I didn't know Fox made this. We had the person that fell upstairs and threw popcorn all over someone.
I had in a screening last year, I don't remember what the film was, but there was a trailer for Spider-Man PS4, and it was fucking awesome, and some guy a few doors down in front says, "Mrs. I'm going to buy that for the Xbox when it comes out."
I bet everyone knew television.
What was that?
Like, there's a trailer for Spider-Man PS4, and
I'm
I'm
gonna buy that
like,
one, yeah.
I'm going to buy it on my Xbox when it comes out. Like, no, you're not!
What was the guy? What were we watching? Oh, Rocket Man. Some guy was like, I didn't know it was about astronauts. Some guy like 2 rows back. I literally just wandered around. Kill yourself!
But it was so funny though. We did actually crack up to that.
There were so many things where people like, I can't remember what film. It was just a guy behind me just went, my nuts are itchy. So the guy sitting behind me, and I had to have a chuckle at that. It's just the way he sighed, as if like, again.
We watched a film where this woman had a really annoying laugh.
I hate it. It's always women with annoying laughs as well.
And it was like,
To be fair,
it wasn't
I
even that
imagine there are
funny.
so many people in the cinema who
That
think
hate you.
that
Yeah.
woman's got a really annoying laugh,
It's you.
and I'm just sitting there going,
I think you've actually like screamed or like shouted in the cinema.
"Oh, I've shouted at the cinema. I fucking do you remember we're at the triple bill for.
We definitely
Age of
all
Ultron.
made some involuntary noises at Endgame.
Oh yeah. But this was voluntary. It was just I didn't realise the sound was going to stop. So.
But you shouted, like, at one point you just shouted, yes. You went, yes!
Oh yeah, I think I did that during Endgame. I just go yes. But no, the thing was, it was during trailers and stuff, and the gap between one of the films and Age of Ultron were at the triple bill. Simon was sitting several seats down, so I was shouting at him, and everything stopped, and I just screamed. I just screamed, "I'm going to kill you!" And it was so loud. Everyone was just like,
It was so quiet.
I was like, oh, and you were there for the Captain Marvel one, Captain Marvel fiasco. The quiz is like
The quiz.
the fucking quiz. Whereas like there have been 22 movies in the cinematic universe, or this is movie 23.
Yeah.
I was like,
20 what? Something.
Like all of us in that row just went no.
yeah, it was like.
We've all made a mistake. We've all
False.
been wrong.
And then I sent you a video later of me literally counting the Blu-rays. And I got to the end, I was like, oh no.
There was the one in Ant-Man where Joe and that they get shrunk down and it looks just like a blob of jelly. Christian goes, "Oh, that's like my jelly baby." He literally bit off the top and went, "Yeah, that's like my jelly baby."
Right. On that note, thank you for watching. Tell us in the comments below, or over on Twitter or on Facebook, what was your best of the year and indeed best of the decade. Join the conversation. Maybe we'll bring it up on many of our next shows in the coming months. In the meantime, no.
Bye for now.
Until next time, we shall see you then.
Bye.
Bye bye.